Dungeons and Dragons with Friends. I am Edgewalker75. I'm the Dungeon Master for this renegade group of weird people. And tonight we are continuing our Guardians campaign. In the house, we have Sekron93 playing as Kapesk. That one dude is finally back, playing as King Hamaru. Urias Minaka as Varys, and Jabba Destaba as Uthal Earthcolor Ugolakuno. That time I didn't say it right.
Duh.
It was close, though.
Ogolakanu.
I'll give you that. It's close.
It's been a couple weeks. I'm out of practice.
Just do what I do and just roll the end of it to whatever you want, and it'll work.
That's kind of what he did.
Ogolakanu. I think that's
exactly.
See, that one was accurate.
Yeah, that was accurate, but it takes me a couple tries.
Didn't take a couple tries a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, because I was already rehearsed in it.
Yeah, we didn't practice. It's been 2 weeks. What do you expect?
That's what he spends. That's why he waits to call us into the call before like 50, before like 6:50. He just practices the name over and over and over again.
Yeah, just every time.
Specifically my name only.
Just your name. Yep. Everybody else is pretty easy. Kapesk, Ken Hamaru, Varys, Uta Earthcolor, Ogolakanu.
Had to be the difficult one.
Freaking Goliath.
Right.
All right. So, the question I ask every week: who wants to give the recap?
I will.
You weren't here.
I mean, we did kind of give him a recap so we could see what he remembers.
Okay. Let's see what you remember.
Y'all got your shit stolen. Done.
Yep.
That's all that matters for me right now.
Accurate.
The really important part of that.
But you missed the fun part. You missed the drinking contest.
Oh, God,
I believe.
Oh yeah, there was that too.
I believe Ken stole all our shit.
Whatever you do, don't look under my bed.
You just find
I wish you shouldn't have bought the bag of holding. You should have bought the bag of devouring, because then they would have stole it. Then when they went to pull the money out, they would have gotten their hand eaten.
But I can't put anything into it, otherwise they'll eat it.
Yeah, I know. But they would have mistaken it for a money pouch, and they would have taken it and lost a hand.
But would they?
It was real easily.
Are you sure that it had fucking teeth on it, man? Like, you could see visibly the fucking teeth.
If you tie the bag properly, you can't see the teeth. It'll be fine.
I want you to go buy it then, sir, with all your missing plat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I kind of want the bag of teeth. I want to do mean things with it. I want to turn it inside out in combat and throw it at something.
That could be funny.
Especially if I roll a nat 1.
It catches on your hand and it eats you alive. That's how Varys is killed.
Yep, it just eats my hand. As I'm turning it inside out, I reach inside the bag to pull it inside out like an idiot.
Really?
Just lose all my fingers.
Okay.
Jesus.
So, kind of the actual recap, a little bit more detailed. They just got done with the mission, so they took this kind of downtime to go do shopping, get the equipment they need to, got the enchanted armor, got this. They went to several shops. They began figuring out basically that mentioning Ariel, the goddess that has bestowed her blessing upon Uthal, is apparently one of the outlawed gods in this city. Everybody seems to be very distant with Uthal.
Can I go accuse the librarian lady that she stole our shit, because she's the one who freaked out the most about it?
Say, yeah?
You could try.
Say, she's just a bookstore owner.
Lies! When the DM says that, there's something hiding behind that.
Shush you. We're doing a recap.
Anyway, yeah, they encountered 3 interesting shop owners. Then they went back to their tavern, and lo and behold, it was a family reunion of the Baldric dwarf family. And drinking contest commenced. The doors went, like, there was bar fights left and right. There was rioting. Many chairs were destroyed. And when the Guardians woke up the next morning, Uthal and Varys discovered that their equipment was missing.
That was just my money, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just your money.
My equipment.
Just my money, but
Uthal's equipment,
except
your money.
his quarterstaff, because his was all
you
in
keep
the bag
that
of
out.
holding. His was all in the bag of holding, so he only has his quarterstaff.
So I live in quarterstaff and
Bag of holding for all your thieving needs.
Yep.
Basically.
And hey, on the plus side, Kapesk is missing nothing that he's aware.
Hey!
That he's aware.
Alright, so yeah, guys wake up the next morning, you realize that your stuff is stolen, or it's gone missing. Is that what do you guys do?
I'd like to point out that at the bottom of my notes for D&D, it literally just says in all caps, broke AF ATM. Just so I wouldn't forget.
Oh, yeah.
It's just in all caps, just broke AF, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
I'm gonna call for Ken. I mean,
What do you want me to do?
So are you like shouting from your room? Because you guys are currently inside your,
No.
like,
our
bedrooms.
room's right next door. I'm gonna walk out my room and knock on his door.
I'd like to roll investigation to see if I can't find if like anything looks like if there's any traces left behind or if anything looks off.
Pretty sure you did that. Not to be a
I didn't
stickler,
do
but
that.
Pretty sure somebody did at the end of
I
last
did not.
round.
I think Ryan might have.
I don't think we did.
No, you did because you
No,
didn't find any traces. And then we're just
I
like,
did
well, crap.
persuasion
Now what
or
do we
something.
do? Because
Remember
we're
that?
Oh, no. You guys did try, because I remember saying that you looked under the bed, you thought you saw like a big fluffy thing and it was a dust bunny.
I didn't roll that. I didn't remember Ryan did. But then I remember we did a joke roll for charisma and he rolled nat 20. It was hilarious.
Again, so that's 2 bottom nat 20s for 2 different rounds.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, I distinctly remember you failing looking for clues because it was just like one of those moments was like, well, if we can't find any clues here, now what do we do? Because all your stuff is gone and we don't know where to start looking.
Oh yeah.
Well,
That's why I'm going out. I'm
ideas
knocking on
about
Ken's door.
that. Yeah, okay.
All right, so you walk down. Ken, you hear knocking on your door.
I roll over.
Remember, you're an elf, you don't sleep, but whatever.
He can pretend.
I can at least pretend.
I know better.
I'm
Well, I
still
mean, we
pounding
can't
on the
even
door.
see him roll over.
You don't even see him.
anyways.
It's just, again,
We're on the other side of a door.
you're on the other side of a door, and you just hear pounding.
Exactly.
He's just pretending to sleep like that in case somebody actually does look in.
Exactly. Because I know he could break down the wooden door anytime.
I mean, probably don't.
You
And
do know.
bash his head on it.
The one sad part
Is
is
the
that
door locked?
Ken, did you lock your door?
I would like to think
he
so.
was not here, so he doesn't get
No.
a choice in the matter. It was not locked.
It's still his room. He gets a choice.
No, he was not here. He abandoned
If I
us.
hadn't been so drunk last night, I would have locked.
Here, I'll
my
roll a
door.
percentile.
No, Ken, you don't need to. It's your call.
He's. Wow,
It
that's really
was
close.
Unlocked.
Oh, there
I'm
you
just
go.
gonna open
I'm-
the door, just like.
I'm still pounding on the door.
I'm just
The
gonna.
moment you creak it open, one of my fist hits it and it just slams it open.
He's like, you're knocking.
Disappointingly, you.
Just knocking.
I'm gonna. Ken, we seem to have an issue. Would you mind giving us some help with your expertise?
I
seem to be-
grab the other end of the blanket and I start rolling up in a burrito and fall off the bed.
Okay,
I'm
you
gonna
do
continue
this.
talking like nothing's wrong.
Darcy, you don't see this. This door's still shut.
No, I opened it. He said it was unlocked.
Okay, you opened it?
I opened it as I was opening it. Uthal was still pounding on it and just
And so it
smashed
slammed
the door
open.
all the way into the open position.
Alright, there we
And I
go.
looked at him disappointingly. We seem to be completely out of money as all of our money's been taken, along with all of Uthal's equipment
Everything.
to sit in his
Interrupting.
bag of holding.
Interrupting Varys, I'm gonna walk over, pick up the burrito, Ken, shake him violently, and just be like, "Where is my stuff?"
Okay,
Because
just stop
my
shaking
character-
me. Look under the bed.
Is it under there?
No, it's not there.
Do you look under the bed though? Do you look under the bed?
I don't. I'm still shaking you, glaring menacingly, angrily.
At the burrito.
Then how are you
Yeah, the
supposed to
burrito.
find it if you're not going to let me go and look?
Well, you're being shaken.
Because I'm
Uthal, please put down Ken. We need him to help us.
just gonna let go of him, let him fall completely to the floor.
I-
Not
This
even drop
experience has left me shook.
Are you a little shaken? Do you need some time?
I prefer to be shaken, not stirred. Thank you
There
very
it
much.
is. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I just knew that was coming. Sorry. Okay.
You're welcome, DM.
So
Say, Larry, if you watch this stream, I literally facepalm twice with this whole incident here.
Yeah, yes.
Well,
It's
okay,
okay, I'm
so-
also doing the
look
same
up that.
thing, but you can't see my camera.
For reference, meta knowledge reference, my character's still very distrustful of Ken. That's why he's so angry at him and
I'm
assuming Ken stole the shit, because he's also
Oh,
seen
okay.
Ken steal shit from us before.
it's okay. Just to humor Ken, I'm going to look under his bed to make sure the stuff's not there.
Look under bed, your stuff's not there.
See,
Ken,
I
did
told you
put-
it's not there.
I mean,
I mean,
I
you did-
believed that from the beginning, but it's. I mean, you wanted me to look.
Do you want to look at my closet and my drawers? Do you want to look everywhere?
No,
Make sure I
I
didn't
would,
steal anything
I would
behind
I
the
would
door over there.
Actually, I would just prefer if you.
are you sure about that?
Expertise. Yes, I didn't
Okay.
come here for that. I came in here to get your assistance because I trust you.
Well, I can't
Why?
really look when I'm held 2 feet
No, I
off the
dropped
ground.
No, I dropped you. I dropped you.
You're-
Just unceremoniously, just dropped. I let go of
Okay.
you.
He let go of you. You're still completely wrapped in a blanket, though. I don't know how much that's impeding you, but I'm assuming it's.
I roll under the bed as a burrito.
Your burrito
I
slowly
am
sneaking away
contemplating
on.
smashing the bed on top of him.
What?
I rolled to the other side,
And this is how
as
Ken
far away
dies.
from Uthal as possible.
I gotta go and stand Ken up. I'm not gonna unwrap him, but I'm gonna stand him up. Just
I will accept his help, and I will stay as a burrito.
so.
If you keep saying burrito, Pesk might come over and eat you.
True.
So, would you mind giving us some assistance with your expertise? Since it's more your field of.
DM
Experience.
question:
Yes, I may have an answer.
How much will me be wrapped up as a burrito impede my investigative services?
Investigating? Not much, because you're just looking. But if you're trying to like do flips and stuff, that's gonna be disadvantage.
I kind of want to try a flip now as a burrito.
Oh god, I'm gonna break your neck. Like, you can roll that
Like,
That
I
one, you
almost-
die.
I almost want to assist him with this,
Can't
but I'm not
assist.
sure
It's
how
just
I
a
would
straight
go about
roll.
doing it.
You can assist with acrobatics.
I mean,
It's good to
I
go.
could,
No, no,
I,
it's
could,
like-
I could like.
It's like in
get stuff on my
gymnastics where
hand
you
and I
literally
could-
grab his like lower
Okay.
half and flip him.
Or,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
could,
that
or
would
I
be
could just, or I could
performance,
just have him
wouldn't it?
stand in my like, put one of his feet on my hands and just lift as he jumps to help give him the momentum.
All right,
that
I'm
be
gonna
rolling
start
performance
looking
then?
around. I'm gonna start investigating.
All right, where are you investigating?
Probably our room.
Okay, guys, take me to your room.
Start. Done. The burrito Ken follows.
The burrito has spoken.
This is dumb.
Yes, it is.
This is what we expect from Ken.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is why we play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, so we can have elves wrapped up like burritos. Yep.
Is it bad I wanted to make a wizard that just that's wrapped in a blanket, constantly casting spells from inside the blanket?
Good
He
luck
has like
with
two
that
little
one.
It
holes
could
for his
work.
hands so he can reach out, poke out
That's
a
the
wand in
sad
there.
thing. It's like the one class that could actually
I know.
feasibly do that.
Unless your hands are wrapped in there as well, in
Oh,
which
yeah,
case
and
you
it
wouldn't be able
takes-
to use anything that takes gestures.
Just use the vocal only spells, and then I cast silence on you, and you're doomed. So we're heading to our room with Ken, who's still
Correct.
wrapped in a blanket.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you're going to have to roll investigation.
All right, roll investigation, Ken.
Is it advantage since Varys
Nope.
is helping him?
He's not helping.
It's not
Nope.
helping.
Nice roll,
Yeah.
though.
Mediocre.
It's not bad.
It's above average. Like it.
Our stuff was just hidden under the bed. No,
Again, from
It was hidden under your bed.
their equipment. Again, nothing really seems to be out of place here. Nothing seems to be knocked over. So you're able to at least gather this is not where the thieving took place.
Oh.
All right. I relay that to everyone. that this is not.
That really guy's really good at cleaning up his tracks. Just saying.
So that's interesting because we had our money when we did the drinking contest and afterwards. So it would have had to have been sometime between after the drinking contest and when we woke up the next morning.
So literally the walk from the party to the staircase.
Maybe you guys passed out in the parlor? That someone dragged your sorry butts up here?
I did manage to get to my room. I tried to read my new book and was far too drunk for that, and immediately gave up.
I was the least drunk, wasn't I?
I can't remember.
Actually, I think.
Because I think you two failed your.
I mean, no.
competition.
Kabesk passed. I failed, and you passed. But we still all drank the same amount.
Okay, that's right.
Actually, you
No, I think I drank the most.
twice. You drank the most.
But I'm
drink
also
the most.
giant, so it's different.
It's constitution. It's not race.
Yeah, no.
Well, I was thinking size would also apply to it.
Nah, not
No.
in this case. It's constitution.
I don't know.
And what's
Say if
your
you were a
actually
barbarian, that's a different story. But
Because
Okay.
they have perks.
My constitution is at 15.
No,
So-
mine's 14, so you drinking more than me would not really make that much of a difference.
it's a very slight difference.
Yep. All right. So, God, I don't want to say it because I like them, but it might have been the dwarves.
I suggest that we go downstairs.
we did win
investigate
a
that
lot
area.
of money from them.
All right.
Hey, what a better
Just
way to
stop
give
it.
your money away and then steal back their money as well?
I say someone with a grudge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys go downstairs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So wait, Ken, still burrito?
Dexterity save, I know.
No. I'm just asking.
Yes, I'm still a
Yes.
burrito.
All right. So now you go down the stairs. Again, it's more not exact. Again, you're like inchworming it. Just.
I
what
wouldn't
happens about
imagine
this
anything
movie?
else.
Does he go? Does he has to do a dex save on the staircase?
No.
Because he's burritoed up tightly. He can't really step.
So, how are you want to go down the stairs, Ken?
I tumbled down them. No, I was just kidding. I was thinking I was doing kind of like the half step, where I would turn to my side, step
Yes.
down, and do that
Yes.
slowly.
Okay, yeah. Roll me
Yes.
acrobatics with disadvantage.
Please roll 2 nat 20s and make my
Okay,
day.
so my acrobatics is
Or do that one.
I mean, you only need to roll 1 nat
with
1.
disadvantage.
With
Disadvantage.
Hey, your boy.
26.
Why is one
I
of
would have
the
gone to 29.
Why is it gray?
Because it's a disadvantage, so he doesn't get that one.
Yeah. So
Okay, so
highlights.
you actually switched. Okay.
Alright.
No, I was just
still
curious.
got
'cause I
a
was like,
26 though.
That's so good.
No, again, perfectly inchworming it. You're actually able to like sidestep perfectly down the staircase.
Yes. That's going to be rather impressive to see.
Yeah, you get downstairs. You can see you can see the barmaid just kind of sweeping up, putting everything away. I was just like, top more into. Why is he wrapped up in sheets?
We don't question him anymore.
Like, you know what? I've had a rough night. You guys just do what you want. And you can just see her like bringing chairs up. There's just like wreckage. You see several dwarves just pass out on the table, tankard in one hand, snoring as loud as they can. You hear.
I'm going to nudge Varys and whisper quietly in his ear. Should we tell him about our stuff getting stolen?
I walk up to the barmaiden and I ask her, so what happened to these guys last night? I understand that they drank a lot and then they passed out. Do you know where they passed out?
Say, your friends? Oh, they didn't pass out. They drank. They were sitting in a booth. A couple fights broke out. I didn't really keep track, and they went up to the room. So nothing too peculiar.
I think he was asking about the dwarves, not us.
I say the dwarves. You party all night and see where you end up.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Was the room we woke up in different than the room we actually had originally?
No.
No,
No, it's the exact same room.
we weren't that drunk, Ryan.
Well, no, I was thinking more along the lines of someone switched the rooms. So, like, picked us up, switched rooms, and stole our stuff.
That would have been popped up in an investigation check.
Oh, okay, that would have. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So Ryan,
trying to
move
think.
on. Try to think forward, not backwards.
Yes, please. I want my stuff back.
So, if I walked backwards, would that be thinking forward?
Bad Ryan.
Now with that, give me a dexterity saving throw.
You walk backwards and hit your head on the ceiling and then fall over unconscious for the rest of this episode.
I'll go buy the bag of teeth and tell him I got his bag of holding back.
With what money?
Buy everything first. He's unconscious for the whole episode. Then I'll have a bag of holding and a bag of teeth. And I'm gonna watch you throw his hand in a bag of teeth.
Okay, guys, let's kind of focus.
Yes,
here.
okay.
I know, that's
So, I'm gonna ask her, the barmaid, were a lot of the dwarves, like, staying in the, hotel?
So yeah, most of them are staying in this tavern.
Most of them are? Okay. Alright.
Was anyone out there working the floor when all the fights broke out?
You're looking at her. I was out there most of the night.
Did you see any suspicious characters around these guys?
Aside
Yeah,
from-
it's kind of tough with the amount of family the Baldricks have, but there were a couple of individuals that, again, they could just be new parts of the family, extended cousins. I don't know.
Do you know where these characters would be staying?
If anything, that'd be in the tavern. Again, I assume they're all Baldricks.
I'm gonna nudge Varys again and ask him if we should ask the Baldric that we know for help with this too.
I'm thinking. Because it was super busy, obviously, with all the Baldricks and whoever else in the party. So they're probably not going to have noticed anything. And with all of the Baldricks pretty much staying in the inn, it wouldn't have been suspicious if any of them went up, like, you know, to the same
Well, yeah, but
floors.
he would. At least the other Baldric would know
So-
if
well, no,
any
no,
of them
I'm
are
just-
shadier.
Although she did just say she did see some people.
So, yeah, she just didn't recognize them. She didn't know whether or not they were part of the
Correct.
family. I just don't know if asking the Baldric we knew would do any good with that. Because we wouldn't be able to identify which ones she says are suspicious. And he wouldn't, I mean, I guess he might know that if there were people there that weren't Baldrics, that were dwarves. I mean, I guess we could try it. So the question is, do we know where he's at?
Remember
And
his
do we know
name?
his name?
Like you're trying to look at among the crowd. Give me perception.
Yeah, do we see Kendrick anywhere?
Yeah, give me roll me perception.
I have his name. Where is my perception? I actually have a thing for that. That's good, because otherwise it would have been 10. Hello, 16.
As you begin kind of scouring the entire area, off in the distance, you do see a kind of a familiar-looking dwarves. Actually, you see several familiar-looking dwarves. Then you remember in your mind, wait, they're all Baldrics. They all look pretty similar. Kind of as you begin going throughout it, you do find Kendrick passed out, like shirt ripped in half, just completely passed out, back on the table, just snoring.
He looks like he had a great time.
And actually, if you look even closer, you do see like lipstick marks.
Yep. Gosh dang it. I don't
This man knows how to party.
have
The
any money.
Baldrics know how to party.
Dang it. Can't. how do we want to wake him up?
Uthal, would you like to wake him up the same way you did me?
Please no.
I am going to gently pick him up and shake him very nicely.
Come on.
Like, Kendrick, wake up, buddy, old pal.
All right.
Wake up.
Roll me a strength. Give me just a straight strength check.
10.
Yes.
You pick him up very gingerly, and you're kind of gently shaking him, and with that, he kicks you right in the chest, just kind of out of reflex.
What?
Just
I'm
kind of
gonna
like
turn to
it kind of pushes off against you, kind of kick.
Ferris. That guy's a Ferris questioning, like, what do we do, boss?
We have a decanter.
That's exactly what I just clicked. I was way ahead of you. I'm gonna say stream. I'm just gonna hold it over his face.
So I'm still holding him, and you're just gonna stream right in his face while I'm holding him up.
Yep, just gonna dump water on him.
That doesn't sound very nice out of context. You're gonna stream in his face.
I mean, I said
I
I was going to
stream
hold it
everybody's
in his
face,
face
so put his
and
phone
say
in.
stream. Two different things.
All right. So
But
yeah,
yes,
you pull
it's
out
a
the
gallon of
decanter, you
water
begin
on his
streaming
face.
it in his. Yeah, you put water. You're basically throwing a gallon of water in his face. With that, he quickly jumps up. I was like, "Water!" Oh, hello.
Good morning.
That was a quick recovery.
kind of adjusts his shirt, kind of tries to button up the few buttons. Like, how can I help you, lads? Is there? That was one fun night last night. You guys did your air very well. I'm very impressed.
Want to put the dwarf down, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna set him back down on the table. Looks like
Extremely composed for everything that just
I
happened.
just like how he's having this perfectly normal conversation with us while this Goliath is holding him like 6 feet off the ground.
I'm gonna pat his shoulders, and be like, "That was a great party."
It's like, yes, that was, laddie boy. All right. Well, we're going for round 2 tonight. You guys are more than welcome to stick around and join in.
Well,
But
about
we-
that,
We have a slight problem.
What's the
we
problem?
were wondering if you might be able to provide us with a little bit of assistance.
What do you need assistance with?
Well, to start, was there anyone in the party last night that didn't belong to the Baldric family or kind of stuck out that you might not recognize?
Other than us.
Say,
He recognizes us.
He begins kind of like, again, he's buttoning up his shirt, kind of just like grabbing his cloak, kind of just like dusting things off, and he's scratching his beard, just kind of thinking. It's like, I don't remember any weird individuals. There's a couple other weird looking dwarfs, but nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing in my mind, anyway. Then again, I was hammered. Who knows?
So there were other dwarves that were not part of the Baldrics, then.
Sure! Baldric family, we invite friends, we invite guests. I believe it was Uncle Herrick who brought in a couple of friends who again, a fight broke out. And actually, one of them went flying towards you guys, if you don't remember.
Oh.
Was that after or before?
That
the
was
broke.
after the...
Broke our
Contest.
table.
Yup. You wouldn't happen to know where that gentleman that was flung at us wouldn't happen to be, would you?
I don't know. You might have to actually ask Eric. He'll probably give more details on who it was, but apparently I think he's a local around here.
Can I roll to see if I remember him taking our stuff?
Well, it wouldn't be taking. It would be more.
Stealing
Remember-
our stuff?
I say, Ryan, here's the thing. You would have to have seen it first.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so
didn't see it.
You didn't see this.
So I can't
Yeah.
recall. Okay, so I
You can't recall
No,
it.
you can't recall something you didn't see.
Exactly. You don't know what you don't know.
Okay. Well, I guess it was more along those lines. So I can't
Although
try
there
to
is-
roll to see if I had passive perception and seen it last night or something like that without
You
noticing
didn't-
it.
that it
I
would've
would have
procced
told
last
you.
night.
Okay, would have procced.
I would have
Okay,
told
so
you.
Yeah,
this
you
in
would have
advance.
known.
Ryan,
Okay.
what you know right now is what your character knows. That's
Okay.
it. If
Plain
you don't know
simple.
it, you don't know it. It's pretty straightforward. You would have been told otherwise.
Correct.
Okay.
So He said we need to ask Eric. Can he point us in his direction?
So, I believe he actually caught a room here. So I believe he's in room 304. That's it. Just give him a knock on the door. If he doesn't answer, just give it time. Say, Gael, he'll probably come out.
All right. Thank him for his assistance. And go to head to room 304, I suppose.
All right.
I like how I asked Ken for his assistance, and I'm doing most of this stuff.
I mean,
Hey, I was the one that got
us.
us here, kind of.
You did.
does
You're
say.
not wrong. As a burrito, and I'm very, very,
Especially as a burrito.
very impressed by the fact that you're still a burrito.
Yep, he's still a burrito.
Yup. I can't wait to see how far this goes.
As we begin walking away, he's like, what the kind of beast is that? He takes the hammer and aims to smack Ken. Let me see here.
I'm just gonna watch.
He brings his hammer up, slips on the table, falls back, and smacks himself with his own hammer.
That one.
That one?
That one.
Yes. I'm gonna see if he's all right and kind of help him sit upright.
All right, so yeah,
With
you
the
help him
power
up.
of the blanket.
It's like, oh yeah, I remember you. I am the one that made you your knife, which I believe one of your friends have. So if you want to pick up your knife that I made for you, go talk to one of them.
Oh wait. Oh
Is
Yeah,
that
man,
the
the
knife that the
bag of-
criminal stole.
is the knife in the bag of holding?
So one of the
He didn't get robbed from it. He didn't even do it.
Yeah.
Wait, what knife? What?
The one you commissioned
The
back in
that
Karema.
knife.
A while back.
Back in Kareem.
Oh, that knife forever ago. Okay.
I had it.
yeah.
I was gonna give it to you this morning,
Yeah.
but apparently someone
Yeah.
stole it with all my equipment.
Yep.
Glare that can.
Yep.
I
So
glare
your
over
knife
at
got-
Uthal.
Your knife got stolen, so there's incentive for you to actually find this person. And if it's
I
Charlie,
glare
you
at
can murder them
Uthal,
with your sickle and
say-
chain again.
Why couldn't you have watched it closer?
It was in a bag of holding. Someone stole it. Hey, you were in your room all day. I tried to give it to you last night, and you didn't want it. It's not my
That's
fault.
true. He did.
I
He
can't-
did try to give it to you last night.
It was in the bag of holding, yet you did not hold on to the bag of holding.
I'm just,
How's
as
that
this is
supposed to
going
work?
on, I'm just gonna pick up the burrito Ken and start carrying him up the stairs.
give me a strength check.
I knew
I'm
this was gonna
gonna,
happen.
I'm gonna assist him with this.
I just want you to
Well,
like,
if
get
it's
his
an
head.
assist,
Ha-
it doesn't
I was
matter.
gonna say,
Got a 7. Got a
If you
7.
assist somebody
So
with
you-
lifting yourself.
You're trying to pick him up, and it's awkward. It's like big, it's fluffy.
just
It's just
like
you can't get a
dragging
good grip on it. So you
gonna
heave him
walk
up
over.
maybe like a couple inches, and you're like, not even worth it, and drop it.
I'm gonna walk over, grab the blanket, and pull hard, and ripping it right off of Ken.
I'm gonna try to hold on to this.
All right,
I want
strength
to
versus
stay in a
strength.
burrito.
Strength for strength.
Do I get a advantage
Nope.
because
No.
of my
Nope.
size? No. Okay.
Nope. Strength versus strength. It's athletics.
One's a strength save, the other one's strength. Is your strength save the same as your strength?
Me?
Yes,
He
you.
doesn't have proficiency in it, does he?
No.
No.
So
No,
yeah,
then it's-
But I
strength.
think his would be a strength save, wouldn't it? Because he's trying to save.
No, it's
No.
It's
strength
just-
It is
strength.
literally strength versus strength.
Okay.
But if he doesn't have proficiency in it, then it's going to roll the same. The save will roll the same. It's just a straight strength.
well.
Alright.
The question is it a mod? Is it a mod of one? Is the point?
Well, yeah.
No, it doesn't
I have a
matter.
strength of
Oh,
one.
oh yeah, it would be the same. Okay. never
Yeah,
mind.
it would
I
be the
see.
same
Be the
thing
same.
because he doesn't
It
have
doesn't
the
So
matter.
Uthal, you
Got
grab
it.
this sheet, you quickly yank it out, and Ken, almost very cartoonish like, you begin kind of spinning in the air, just and plop on the floor.
Yes.
Can I catch
gonna-
myself in kind of a cool pose?
I'm gonna fold.
Roll
up the blanket.
acrobatics, just straight acrobat. Yeah, just
Wouldn't it
roll
be
acrobatics.
performance?
No.
No, it's acrobatics.
Oh,
It's
okay.
acrobatics.
Ah, oh.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a
The
Plus
He has
10.
a
rogues.
plus 10 to that.
quick
Yep.
question.
So
What is
as
the
you do that,
difference
you quickly put your hand down and you get into like almost like a Spider-Man pose type deal, where one hand's on the floor, kind of spread out, one hand's up in
Yes,
the air, up to the
perfect.
side. Kind of get yourself up, dust yourself off with a little bit of dignity. All right, looking pristine and ready to go.
I'm gonna fold up the blanket.
Alright.
Just nice and calmly. Set it
Fold-
aside, and we're gonna go upstairs.
You set the blanket on the one of the tables and make your way back upstairs.
As everyone heads back upstairs, I'm gonna quickly steal the blanket and follow them.
Swear to God, again.
You take the blanket.
I'm trying to salvage this shit.
Alright, so you make your way upstairs, you go into... it takes you guys a couple minutes if you're able to find room 304. It's on the 3rd floor. I believe you guys are on the 2nd floor, so... There's just one floor
How
above
big
you
is
guys.
this hotel?
Yeah, I just realized that like 304. That's 304
That's 3
different
floors.
rooms possibly.
Well, it means it's the 4th room on the 3rd floor.
Oh, I guess that's
Yeah.
different.
I mean, there could only be 20 floors on a, or 20 floors. There could only be 20 rooms on a
rooms
floor.
There can
so
only
it'd
be 20 floors and 1 room per floor.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, no. So yeah, you're able to find the room. And again, this is actually a pretty tall establishment.
How
Again,
many floors, just out of curiosity?
it's got 4.
Okay. Fair enough.
Alright. So you guys go
So
up there, you
none-
find room 304. What do you do?
I knock on the door and say we have ale.
Alright, you knock on the door. And you hear just rustling and banging, just and you come, the door, like, just the door cracks open just a little bit. It's like, you have ale? You got the goods?
We got the goods, just gotta let us in.
It's like, all right, come on in. And very, very jovial, just opens the door. Again, shirt, kind of, again, he's wearing the blanket as a kind of a skirt.
Yes. We have somebody who could have sympathized with that, but now he's blanketless. And I'm sad. He's no longer.
We could have had a blanket party.
Roll my eyes.
Please do.
I
Actually,
roll my eyes.
As you get in, he quickly whips part of it, the blanket up over his shoulder, making it kind of a toga. Kind of strikes a pose, like, welcome to my humble home.
Can I take the blanket that I'm holding
Yes.
and mimic his outfit?
Roll a nat 1 for this, please.
Nope, no roll. You wrap yourself up. Actually, 1 sec. Let me quickly look at a character sheet. So, no, there's no really roll for this. So, yep, just you craft this up. You quickly, and immediately you guys begin kind of striking a pose, just like you're in like a Shakespearean play. Just
Yes. Yes.
I need my stuff.
Yes, and having this guy in a good mood might be a better way to get that.
I reply to him, "Thank you, my brother, for this humble offering."
Well, you're very welcome, my kind sir. So, what brings you to my room this early in the morning? I hear you have ale.
We'd like to ask you about the gentleman that you brought with you last night, particularly the one that was thrown into our table.
So, oh, yes. We actually found him outside the street. He was just kind of lurking in, and we're just like, hey, come on in. It's a party for everyone. And we drug him in.
You wouldn't happen to know where to find him, would you?
No idea.
Of course not.
But what is this ale you're talking about? I
Yes,
feel like you're...
I will
I
have
feel like
2
you're
ales
swindling.
sent up immediately.
All right, you have... It's like, you gotta have the ale here first. Before I talk anymore.
You're the only one who can.
That's true.
Hey,
Alright,
I'm dressed up in a toga, okay?
I'm
I
gonna
can't
turn
leave this honorable man's presence.
I'm
Okay,
turning
we
to
have
Ken.
no money.
I'm gonna turn to Ken, poke him in the chest, and be like, "You told them you had ale."
I hand
better get-
Uthal 2 gold to go get some ale.
I'm gonna pocket it. And use it. I'm gonna pocket it and just keep looking at Ken. Go get a mail.
What did? Why?
Isn't that kind of against your creed or something?
I would
No.
think it would be.
Not necessarily, because that's fair play. I don't trust him, and he just gave me He didn't say this is for getting ale.
No, he just
He
did.
said
He
go
said,
get
go
it.
get him out.
He did
He said
just say
go
that.
get him ale and handed me
You
money.
can't
But he didn't-
twist the words.
I can, but he did not say the ale was going toward, or the money was going towards ale.
Well, how else are you gonna get
That's
ale?
That's how my guy's playing right now.
Why are you gonna be difficult?
Because my guy's very distrustful of Ken right now and assumes Ken possibly has something to do with this, until proven otherwise at the moment.
It's kind of fun not having him trust
I know,
me.
right? I mean, it's before, but we'll see what happens.
All right, so I turn to Varys now, and I hand him 2 gold and say, "Go get this honorable man some ale."
I nod and say, "I'll pay you back." And
I want to roll for this really fast.
What do you
Ken
want him
turns
to do?
around, I'd like to take the 2 gold he handed me, pocket it back in his pocket.
That's
Two
a-
reverse pickpocket in.
Without him noticing it.
So
Okay,
you
roll
wanna
me sleight of hand.
Me.
I'm gonna attempt to. Is that disadvantage?
Nope, just straight sleight of
Just
hand.
roll sleight of hand.
Ken, what's your passive perception?
10.
Yeah, you don't see it.
Oh god.
Wait, you only have a 10 for passive perception?
Wait.
Because that's based off wisdom, right?
No, it's
Yeah.
there's an actual thing for it. There's an actual thing.
1 minute,
below.
1 minute.
Yeah, it is passive wisdom, perception.
Player info, not player info.
Yeah, no, it is wisdom.
It is wisdom based, but do you
I have a 0 modification in wisdom.
1 second here. Oh, yeah. Gosh dang.
Wow, that's kind of surprising.
I thought you had. Okay, I'm thinking of Varys. I'm getting my elves mixed up here.
I have 16, yeah. I was gonna say, that's
Yeah,
why
wisdom is going to be the
really have
next one
10.
that I upgrade.
I have 16
I have
also.
16 passive perception, which is
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I do too.
except it's failed me most times, so you know.
So what is?
I'm gonna smile at that because I just
So the
bugged it.
question: how is it calculated?
For the perception.
Passive.
For passive, what it is, yeah, your wisdom modifier plus 10. But if you have proficiency in it, you also add the proficiency bonus to it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Got it.
That's why Varys is 16, is because he's got.
And minus 14. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I have.
Understanding.
Yeah,
Surprisingly,
proficiency in
mine's
perception.
16 also.
You have proficiency in perception.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, that would be why.
that's why.
A lot of our stats are very similar. Right?
Question: does Varys notice me reverse pickpocketing, giving Ken back his
Oh
money?
yeah, Varys notices.
Oh, absolutely. I have 16 perception. I absolutely
would-
see it. I'm not gonna say anything. Not gonna say anything.
I'm gonna leave
I
back
am gonna
in
go
while
get the
smiling.
ale though.
All right, so yeah, Varys, go down, get the L. Not an issue. Come back with a couple tankards.
Yep.
And when you get back out, they're kind of like again, Erica's just kind of talking very jovially, kind of kicking back, kind of relaxing.
I'm gonna hold up the tankard to him and say, "Ale, my good sir."
He's like, "Ah, there you go. That's how you speak proper Dwarvish." And he quickly knocks it back.
I'm gonna hand the other one to Ken.
He's like, "All right, so
I take it.
you're looking for the guy we brought in. Well, his name is Finol.
Fino.
Finol, spelled F-I-I-N-A-L. So I really don't know much about him, that's all I know. Man off the street, introduced myself, he introduced himself to me, and then we partied. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
All right. All right. So that's a pretty good start. I don't know. Does anybody else have any more questions for our dwarven friend here? Natoga? Bit of a blanket.
Did he notice anyone else suspicious? Or anyone suspicious last night?
Yeah, no, not really. Because he was probably the most suspicious one.
What? We were?
So you guys, that's the little fellow, but yeah. But who cares? There was a party. Once
Yeah.
a party,
Question,
everyone's
though.
invited.
What was his first impression of Eric? I think is what he said.
You mean Finol?
Oh, Fennel, sorry. Why am I
Eric.
thinking Eric? What am I?
Eric,
Eric
is
is
his name.
his name.
Oh, okay, I'm accepted. I'm sorry. What was Eric's first impression of Fennel?
From what he looked like, it seemed like he was down on his luck and he needed something to cheer him up. So that's why I offered to bring him into the family reunion, give him a drink, have him join in on the festivities.
Interesting.
Alright, that's good information. Alright. Unless anybody else has any questions, I'm going to thank him for his cooperation and hope we'll be able to, enjoy another party with him soon.
Right, thanks for the help. I'll keep you guys in mind. Wait. What's the other guy's name? Sorry, I didn't catch him.
Oh, I am Varys. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Redhead Varys, okay?
Uthal Earthcolor Ogunalakanu.
Uthal, complicated name.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yes. Yes. Dwarves.
Then the lizard man over here is.
Capesk.
I actually never got your name.
Capiche?
I'm just gonna, like, in the middle, I'm just gonna be like, it's Capesk.
Oh, Capesk, nice to meet you. Okay.
His name
My
is
name is Ken.
We've
Capesk
only
I have
been
Lizard
another
Man.
ale, and I pass it my ale.
And Ken the Glorious.
You honor me with your words of flattery.
You flatter me in your presence.
No.
He gives just a kind of slight bow.
Yes.
But everything unto Caesar is Caesar's.
Freaking love the Baldricks.
This is great.
Alright, so now we need to head out and see if we can't find this Finnel.
Yes.
All right.
Ken, you wouldn't happen to have any ideas about how to find him, would you?
I mean, start asking around.
Well, yeah, that'd probably be the... Well, we can't ask the guards.
No, I think the guards are a good place to start. Let's go to that.
You have fun with that. I'm going to listen to your superior and do exactly not that. Unlike the last time when he gave us a warning, and I did exactly what he said.
So, Could we technically go to his superior to find our stuff?
I would not waste his time, but maybe somebody else who's more familiar with the city might have.
Maybe
an
let's
idea.
go to a shop.
Like that
What are
one
you
nice lady
opening?
who carried stuff, who carried us. The very strong lady.
Sharis,
That's yes.
what are you opening?
Cheese nips.
That is extremely loud.
Is it? It's not even loud at all on my
It's
end.
pretty
Oh,
loud.
it's pretty loud on our end.
Crunching this whole time.
It's crinkling of paper.
So imagine opening a Pop Tart for like 3 minutes.
I just had to ask. Okay.
That
ADHD,
was
we all have it.
I honestly didn't think you could hear that.
No, we heard it
That's
pretty
the
loud and
best
clear,
part
but
about
that's all good.
Pretty loud.
Well, it's open now.
I am proud of the
There we
internet
go.
efforts. Okay, so off to a grand start.
Where? I kind of want to go to the bookseller.
I probably shouldn't.
Do you want to do that now, or do you want to find our stuff first?
No, I meant to ask if she would. Well, I'm trying to think who would be the best person to ask.
Well,
Probably one of the street vendors.
somebody outside the I almost said hospital. Hotel.
I
Mhm.
kind of still vote the shadow people because they
Tavern.
know a lot.
Tavern, that thing. Thank you.
I was like, the word is tavern. I know this word. I forget all the time.
Mhm.
I meant to say hotel, but yeah, tavern's accurate, more accurate. I almost said hostel, but that's something completely different.
Well, I guess we're here. We could at least start here. I'll go ask the lovely barmaid that we keep bothering with literally everything. After going back downstairs, ask her if she wouldn't happen to know of a dwarf named Finnel.
So, a dwarf named Finnel, huh? You kind of see her just like trying to think in her mind. It's like, I don't know of a dwarf named Finnel, but I know of a gnome whose name is Finnel. So he's a local shop owner. Well, I should say he was.
Question: has he been down on his luck recently?
I think she just answered that.
I'm putting things together, Ferris. Let me get this one.
So he quickly goes up, kind of is like, pay attention. It's like,
What happened to his business?
well, I don't know the details, but apparently it's he is out of business.
I would like to
Right.
nudge Varys aside and whisper to him, could he be also a shape changer like the book lady?
Well, they may have just mistaken the gnome for a dwarf. They're roughly the same size,
Possible.
potentially.
Possible.
I'm gonna ask her if she knows where we might be able to find him.
So again, I don't know where he's located. You're more welcome to go to like some of the leatherworking shops around that district where he used to work. But as for me, I really don't know where he is. I'm sorry, lads.
Thank her for her time. That's more information than we had before. So I guess we're heading to the leatherworking district.
All right. So you guys
Let's
make
go.
your way outside town. You make your way through the shopping district, and yeah, you pass Gus Vortimer's shop. You quickly see kind of the crazy old coot kind of wave to you inside.
I will wave back.
I will wave back also.
I like the old man.
He is amazing.
Alright, so yeah. Guys
Can we
are
recruit him on our quest to murder things?
Oh, too old. Be nice to your elders.
He might be stronger than all of us. You don't know.
I believe
Or
if
should
he was a
I?
mage.
Anyways, we're continuing going for the leatherworking area.
Alright, yeah,
So,
in the leatherworking
Really?
area.
yeah. Are there any just like open stalls, like not like inside a building, but just like people selling stuff out on the side of the street?
You do see a couple vendors that are just sitting out there,
Okay.
kind of like you see a couple of them like selling fruit, like apples, just kind of normal stuff like that.
I'd like to approach one and ask if I might be able to borrow a few moments of their time.
Okay, so you come across you come across a elven female kind of sitting at the shop, just like selling out fruit. So you approach her, and you ask for a moment of time. She says, "Yes, yes, I'm more than happy to assist you. Anything I can help you with?"
Yes, we were looking for an individual named Finnel. Do you happen to know where we might be able to find him?
All right, roll persuasion.
Crap. Mistakes have been made. 13.
13. Again, I know Finnel, a dwarf, not dwarf, gnome. I swear I always get the two races mixed up. But Finnel, he lives around here. Again, I really didn't know him that well. So you're more than welcome to talk to some of the other shopkeepers that knew him well. Again, Gus, I think, knew him pretty well since they were almost like competitors. So, yeah, just kind of ask some of the other leather workers, see what they know.
I'm going to thank her, and I'm going to smile politely at her, give her a slight nod.
Mhm.
And I guess we're going to Gus's, because I like this guy.
All right. You
As
walk
we
in.
pass by, I want to give her a bow, dressed in my toga.
Oh god,
He
he
still
still
has
is.
that.
God.
I forgot
Oh.
about that.
roll me charisma. Charisma or performance, you pick which one you want to do.
What kind of bow is he doing?
Are you making it elegant or just a simple bow? Like over dramatic bow, like you, like you're exiting stage right.
So just a normal roll?
Is it, yeah, do performance. Give me performance. Because
Okay.
it is charisma and it's more specific on performance.
That one.
I want a
So
20.
no disadvantage or advantage.
No disadvantage, no advantage, just a straight roll, just normal.
Dang it. 15.
Is
Not
there-
bad.
As you do this, there's a light chuckle that comes out of her. Just, you're so funny.
Honestly, I didn't want it to get any higher. That was perfect.
Just a little nice laugh, but again, very
Yeah.
nice, very sweet. Who's on?
Alright.
This is the best thing ever.
Now we're heading to Gus's.
All right.
I just hear you. I can just hear you getting your voice right.
No. I just heard like the music got like to a crescendo. I was like, this is perfect. Actually, no, that voice isn't hard. Anyway, you walk into Gus. He's like, well, if it is just you old bastards, what can I help you with?
Morning, Gus. How are you today?
Doing pretty good.
We had some questions about a competitor of yours, or ex-competitor of yours, Finnel. The gnome.
Oh, good old Finnel. He was a great guy. Really good competitor. He made some of the best leather working I've ever seen. He was a great guy. So, what do you want to know about him?
Well, you wouldn't happen to know what happened to his business, would you?
That's it's a tragic situation, but some of the he got again. Since he was such a great leather worker, he charged good normal prices for the work he did. But higher up came in wanting a request order. And wasn't able to fulfill it. He was trying to do everything he can to just kind of stay afloat. But this royal took it too far. He did everything in his power to shut him down. So I try to stop by his place every so often to at least give him some food, some other stuff. But
We were wondering if you might be able to tell us where he's at. We had some questions for him.
what are you wanting to look at him for?
Well, especially hearing his current situation, we think he may have been driven to do something rather drastic and desperate. It seems he may be responsible for stealing our money last night at the
Welcome
party.
Sorry. Well, roll a persuasion check.
Mm-hmm. Gosh dang it. Why am I doing
All right,
this?
thank you
I'm
for the
terrible at
follow.
persuasion.
Welcome on
I got
in.
15. Okay. That's
15.
slightly above average.
It's like, well, how about this? I'll close up shop early, and I'll take you there myself.
It would be much appreciated.
Can I roll insight on him to see if I can notice anything off about him now?
Go for it.
That seems a little odd. I'm just curious if he's like
What-
planning
yeah.
to.
Well, it sounds like to me it sounds like he's genuinely
19.
worried about the guy.
It partly, but it's like one of those things where I'm also a little worried.
Especially if he's
like,
willing to
plan-
close up shop.
Yeah,
That's
that
it.
seems a little surprising.
From what you can tell, you see that this relationship is that of close friends and rivals. They will
Okay.
look out for each other, make sure everything with each other is good to go. But again, there is a friendship there. He's not just going to take any random strangers just to see him being accused of theft. So he wants to go and see kind of what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that way
Good,
he
good.
can verify it for himself.
Yeah. Especially after hearing his circumstance, I more just want the money back. Not happy that he stole it, but probably not gonna do much about it as long as I can get stuff back.
Well, especially since you have to deal with guards.
Alright.
Not if we one-shot him. The guards won't have to know.
Hey, if we have to
Anyway.
deal with guards, hey, let's remember, if we have to deal with guards, I can summon a ton of owls.
Screw you and your OP owls. So anyways,
All right.
we'll follow Gus.
All right. So it takes him a good part of like 15 minutes, like close up shop, like put a close sign, put everything away, make sure no chemicals mix in the wrong way.
Yeah. That would be
it's-
bad to come back to.
And he closes up shop. He grabs his can. He's like, "All right, follow me this way." And again, he's just very hunched over old man carrying like a staff that's like twice his size, and he's just slowly making his way down the market.
Yes.
But-
I'm going to follow him and pay close attention in case it looks like he might fall so I can try and catch him.
All right. Again, it takes you after about 15 minutes of walking, you come to just a normal hovel, just a normal house here. Nothing grand, nothing crazy with it. As you kind of look around the garden areas, it's like some of the plants have been neglected. And you see kind of a cart slowly, like just a cart in the, again, their technical driveway, but in front of the house.
Yeah. Okay.
So as you approach, you see Gus kind of like wave his big old staff, and you see just someone inside, just a gnomish woman, just kind of wave back. It's like, oh, Gus, I wasn't expecting to see you around here again. What brings you around this time?
Everybody says something. Okay.
Because he asked Gus.
It's like, well, I believe we might have a little problem with Finnell's old habits.
Old habits.
Interesting. Interesting.
That clarifies some things.
And you see her just kind of get this confused look on her face, just like what's he talking about? Like, well, anyway, she's like, oh, Finnell's inside. So you're more than welcome to go in. Just don't break anything.
I will politely bow to the...
I will stand outside the hovel.
Okay. I'm gonna go in
because
with Gus.
I don't think I would fit.
Yeah. I will follow Gus in.
I shall follow as well. Still just my toga.
I guess I'm going in as well. How big is this door?
It's about 4 or 5 foot tall.
God. I have to get down. I have to crouch to get in.
I'm gonna grab Kapesh gently and just be like, Kapesh, maybe we should wait outside.
I'm going in like a dummy. Because
Okay,
I'm stupid.
I can't stop him.
I mean, I'm freaking 5'8". I have to hunch over to get in. Oh,
I'm
God.
6'5".
I know you are.
All right, so now, capacity actually get down to all fours, just like you're crawling. Just
Yeah.
It's like Gandalf going into.
No.
Basically, it is that. That's 100% what it is.
Except he's a lizard warrior mage, as opposed to just a straight human wizard.
I feel like
That's
if
such a
Kapesh,
weird sentence to throw together, but yes, you're correct. That's exactly what I am.
Lizard warrior sorcerer.
ends up, the house is just gonna collapse. It's just gonna.
No, it's just gonna raise several feet off the ground.
So you guys
And
kind
grow
of duck
legs.
in, go inside. Again, it's just like the entryway is like the lowest part. As you kind of get in, you're able to kind of stand up. Again, not perfectly upright, still hunched over, but nothing too crazy.
So, just a point of reference, don't try and drink when Rars makes a joke. I almost spit all my pop on my fucking laptop.
Wow.
Oh.
Literally, I don't know why it was so funny.
I don't
Oh,
really know either.
It's because you were drinking that made it funny.
probably. Oh god. Okay, continue. I'm sorry. I should have pointed that out.
Alright, so yeah, you go inside, you see Finnell kind of sitting there on, just kind of at his table reading some papers. He's just kind of reading it through. As you look at him, again, he's clean, like, again, clean shave, actually a little bit of stubble underneath, like no real beard. Like, this guy, it looks like nothing, like he didn't look like any of the dwarves you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Does he look like the same guy that broke our table?
He looks completely different.
Mm.
Hmm.
That changes things.
He quickly looks up, and as you can look, you see kind of like bags under his eyes. It's like, oh, well, looks like we have some guests here. Is there anything I can help you with? Would you guys like some tea? And he kind of gets up, goes over to a teapot, just kind of grabs it. Begins kind of filling up some cups.
I'll take a cup, and just kind of politely nod and say, we just had a couple of questions. You, wouldn't have happened to have been at the, Dwarven party last night, would you?
I kind of looks, it's like, yeah, I was there. This dwarf just brought me in there out of no reason. And apparently he thought I needed a good time, but got into a loud spat with my wife last night because of it. But yeah. But yeah, no, I was at the Moonlit Tavern in the middle of freaking Dwarven Chaos Central.
Sorry.
It wasn't our fault.
So he's like,
So he
I
was
do
there.
I do recognize a couple of you. Yeah, you guys did the drinking contest, isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, nicely done. You beat some dwarves. That's very impressive.
Well, it wasn't easy.
Another day in the life of a giant.
It's like, oh, I
What happened to know who it was that ended up breaking the table we were at after the
see,
drinking contest?
see, breaking table. After the drinking contest, I left. I used that chaos to kind of get out of there. That the crazy dwarf was just like all over me. He's like slamming beers down my gullet. Just it was. I'd rather forget the night.
Can I roll insight?
You most certainly can.
I got an 8.
So,
That's not great.
from everything's telling you, seem like, again, don't have any reason to doubt, question.
Yeah.
Everything kind of makes sense.
It's just that the only reason I ask is one of the dwarves mentioned well, shortly after the drinking contest, you know, dwarves drinking, they like to get into a lot of fights. One of them mentioned you were thrown into our table. I'm just wondering if you might not, you know, be all right after something like that.
So, again, I don't think I was the one thrown. Again, there may have been another, like, known person there, but it wasn't me. It's like, and he like lifts up his shirt, and you see like no wounds, no damages, nothing.
Yeah.
It's like perfectly clean. Just like, sorry, no. After the drinking contest,
Oh.
I left.
Hold up a second. Hold up a second.
What's up?
Oh,
I have a potion on me and I'm tempted to drink it.
yeah, you do.
What potion do you have again?
Potion of mind reading.
Oh. Good luck with that.
Oh
But
man.
if he's telling the truth, it's a waste. It's a gamble. You just sit there. Hold on 1 second. Knock back.
All right. All
I
right.
can't. I'm not there, so I can't
And
help you.
and the other question is like, would your character actually do this? With doing the insight, don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah. No. He didn't have any wounds. I'm gonna ask him instead if he might remembered seeing someone else that just kind of looked like they didn't fit in with the other dwarves there, or somebody that he might have thought suspicious.
So, again, I was just trying to get out of there. Just it was frantic. It was nuts. It was insane. I was just trying to hurry to get out of there, come home to my wife and kids.
He has kids. Oh, gosh dang it. See,
Oh god, I'm not there, so I can't help. There would be something I would
So
love to ask.
here's the thing though, because Gus said his old habits, so I'm not sure I entirely like am dismissing this.
Is Gus still there with us?
Yes, he's sitting with us.
Actually,
Does
Gus
Gus-
is sitting with the wife. He's talking with the
Oh, he's
wife.
sitting with the wife. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it is you guys inside kind of questioning him.
So, oh god, there's something I want to ask, but I'm not there, so I can't do it.
Trying to think how I want to word this because I have an interesting question. I kind of want to probe him with it. See what kind of a reaction I get. But so I'd heard that he'd I'd heard that you'd had some unfortunate events recently with your business, and in regards to that, I was wondering if you wouldn't happen to, have a, like a thief or somebody in mind that might be trying to further ruin your reputation.
You kind of just like see the darken, like he just kind of rubs his eyes just real quick, glances over at the papers, and as you notice, Varys, just with your passive perception, like a lot of these papers are like foreclosed, like it's just like bills on top of bills on top of bills. And it's like, well, if there's someone out to get me, they're doing a damn fine job.
Didn't really answer my question though.
Look, I'm not on the best side with a couple families here, more specifically the Blackwoods, but
No.
Not supposed to do anything with them.
Yep.
say I wouldn't sell them hides. I wouldn't, just because I didn't trust them. So they've taken it as a personal vendetta to get me out of business.
I'm gonna place my hand on his shoulder. Believe me, I understand with the Blackwoods. We've had issues with them as well.
It's not too surprising. They're conniving. They're smart. And whoever's in their way, they're going to knock you out of there. But anyway, sorry, I can't really help you guys. I have matters of my own I need to attend to. So, you guys could,
Okay.
if you guys could, please just leave me be. I need to sort through some of these papers.
Can I roll on the outside of the house since I'm not inside? Can I roll to see if I like perception, just notice anything off about the area or the house itself?
Just with your passive perception, nothing's really off.
Okay.
Are you investigating, or are you just kind of glancing around?
I just kind of want to look at it because like I have nothing else to do. I was just wondering if like there might have been something. Since he didn't have me roll for it, there's probably nothing for me to be able to see from outside.
And it's just your passive perception. Your passive perception is 16.
Yeah, it's not a roll. It's a flat.
It's a flat. Done. But yeah, nothing really seems off with the house itself. Just
Like
the fact that he's got a kind of a carriage out front, that strikes you as a little odd.
All right. Well, I'm gonna wish him luck with all of his financial problems. We're gonna take our leave.
Question: how expensive does the carriage look?
Like, it's not expensive. It's just more like for practical use. Like, it's
So
very
it's
practical.
small.
Very much makes sense. It doesn't really draw much attention. It's just it's kind of weird. Just it's sitting out there.
Now that like, 'cause I
I mean,
probably
it
wouldn't
seems
go.
odd to you.
I know, but I like without
Is it
like
because of his-
digging.
I was say, is it because of his standing or what?
It's the fact that it's just in place. It's got a couple things on it. It seems like someone's packing it up.
Oh, okay.
I would like to walk around it, but not like dig through it, but look like investigate it as I walk around it without like actually digging into it or like breaking into.
So
the stuff.
without
This
touching
is-
it or moving it, but you want to
Yeah,
investigate.
like
This
look
is
around.
perception.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
roll
a-
perception.
Yeah, this one roll perception because you're like
Okay.
actively doing this.
19.
19.
So, you see like a couple boxes inside, like a few what's it? Hope chests like laid inside.
So nothing seems really suspicious about anything inside of it.
Nothing super suspicious. It seems like they may have bought new furniture or that they are leaving or just like there is something in there. Like they're moving stuff around. For one reason or another.
Because like, oh, that is so tempting, but it would be against my character to actually rummage through the stuff without asking first. Alright, I'm gonna just keep pacing around it while I'm waiting for them to come out.
We come out and he's just walking around the cart over
And actually, as you begin walking around it, you see the wife going, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Who does that?
The wife.
I just look up. I was just like, I just look up. I was like, sorry, I'm waiting for my friends inside.
Say,
I
you
have
can
to walk
wait
next to the door."
outside the door. You don't need to pace around the carriage. That's just suspicious.
That's just yep. She's not wrong. You are now the suspicious one. Look what you've done.
I'll walk back towards the door.
Alright.
Okay.
So about this time when Uthal gets back to the door, you guys come walking out.
So
I'm gonna nudge Varys gently and lean in, kind of whispering, something seems off about the carriage.
what time of day is it?
It's about early morning. It's like it's like 11, 12 o'clock. Like it's late morning, I should say.
So,
I guess I tell him
it's
all
good.
my observations about the carriage.
All right, so from what my character can tell, it does appear that yes, he was at the bar, but no, he was not the one that was thrown into our table.
Unless he's lying.
In addition to that, well, he doesn't appear to be lying to me.
I wish I understood. I wish my character understood money, because I'd have some questions.
Dang it.
The other thing is we know he's having issues with the Blackwoods. Which we're
Ken
not
hasn't
supposed
done
to
anything yet.
get involved with.
Ken
just-
doesn't really know how to get involved, though.
You lost a dagger, Ken. You're supposed to be trying to help us find it.
Yeah, it's true.
A dagger you commissioned with a pretty penny.
500 of those pretty pennies, thank you very much.
Yep. So. Alright. Ken. Of the
See.
people in your organization that are in this city, do you know if any of them might know anything about a thieving organization, particularly one run by the Blackwoods?
DM, would I know this?
You would have an idea. You don't know that they have any type of theme or organization. From what Akira told you from the past day or so, is that you know that the Blackwoods have a strong army. Most of their influences is in their own royal guard and in the guards that surround their area. They don't really have anybody in the city that is snooping around. Say
Okay.
mostly due to the fact of the Shadow Clan here.
Alright, I relay all that to them.
Alright.
So they're more brawn than.
Yeah. And
Is it bad that I'm could
You know
the
there's-
Shadow Clan have stolen the stuff to make a point to us?
no, I don't think they would. They're not trying to hinder us. I'm just wondering if there's not like any kind of thieving organization, or if the Shadow Clan's preventing something like that.
So, yeah.
Hmm. Gosh dang it. I don't know where to go from here.
Where do I go from here?
I still think we should go talk to the Shadow Clan, see if they can help us, because they have probably a huge information network that we don't have that would be able to help us a lot, possibly. That's my opinion. Because I don't know much else what to do, either.
Because we have no money. Not that I care, but
We have
no money.
I have nothing, absolutely nothing.
You have quarterstaff.
I have a quarterstaff on my spells. Yes.
That's it. Yeah. I'm kind of at a dead end here.
Because they're the only other people. Because this was our one lead. We learned that apparently
Yeah.
Or we
Well,
Let's go
regardless of,
to other shop
I was gonna
districts.
say, regardless of what we're gonna do in that end, I would like to escort Gus back to his shop, since he took the time to come all the way out here with us, anyways.
Because here's the thing, they stole a bag of holding and a very beautiful knife. So you
that was
would,
in the big hole.
yeah.
As well as like, what, 2 plat, 3 plat?
Or
4 plat from
plat.
Varys. Outside of all of his bags, they just took his money
4
specifically.
plat, and
That's also very surprising
216
they
gold
took.
pieces, and then a separate thing of 861 gold pieces. Kabesk, you have a decent amount of money, by the way.
So they specifically
Had.
took.
Had a decent amount of money.
Yeah,
They specifically took just Varys' gold and then all my equipment. That seems kind of a little suspicious of items specifically. It almost seemed like they were
Well,
targeting
yes.
specifically the money only.
Well, yes, we knew
Yeah.
So they have,
that. That's not surprising. We already knew that. Because they didn't take any of my weapons either.
So, what were you? Where were you going with them taking the bag of holding?
Why not let's go check out some shops that would sell items like that?
Oh, and
if
see if
anyone's
somebody.
tried to sell one recently.
Yeah, why not?
why don't we? My question is, should we split up? All of us go look for it while Ken splits up and maybe tries to get in touch with the shadow people?
What
Always
exactly
split
would,
party.
what exactly would you like me to do splitting up?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you would come with me and Varys. Me and Varys would kind of basically go to
He just wants to send
Shops
Ken
and
up
check.
on his own to contact the Shadow
Or
Organization.
Ken at least get them information that like we'd like to ask them a question or something like that, you know?
And or get mugged along the way, but that's okay.
I mean,
They can't take anything that I already have because they don't have anything.
so good, you can go with him. Me and Kapesk could go ask around shops. You guys could go see if the Shadow Organization knows of anyone trying to sell a bag of holding since late last so this morning, I guess. Maybe through back channels or anything.
Okay, so are you guys splitting up or is it still just one group?
I don't care. Either one works.
Split?
Eventually. I mean, we could just stick together.
I'll help
Should
you
we-
guys go look around the shops.
We should probably go talk to the person we bought the bag of holding from because it's kind of
See if he doesn't
interesting.
have a way to. Yeah, see if he might not have a way to
'cause
track
it's
it.
that, but it's also you gotta think about it this way. He's the only one who knew we had it.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. They don't know it's a bag of holding. They just think it's a bag with money, and so they took it.
But then that's the weird thing.
That's
buried
why they
your
only
bag.
took 2 bags. That's why they only took the bags, and that's why they didn't take
Mhm.
anything from me because I didn't have a bag.
That is true, but I don't know. I just feel it's kind of weird that specifically it
I
was the bag of holding and money. I feel like.
No, because
that's my
if they're grabbing all of the money and they see the bag and assume it's a coin purse filled with money, they're gonna take it. They don't know it's a bag of holding, Ryan.
And they're
they
not
open
going to
it.
stop to check.
No.
Yeah.
The only way
Also,
they know it's a bag of holding is afterwards when they went to go into it to get the money out and they find all of the rest of your stuff.
Yeah. Well, they can't pull it.
Either
you can't-
way, we should probably still go to that shop to ask.
Can they not get into it?
I don't know. Can they?
It's,
Do your
it's not
characters
bound
know?
to you or anything. Is it?
Say, would your characters know?
I'm curious about that because I don't. I mean, my guy has.
I don't
doesn't
remember
have
you
it.
having to attune it,
It's not tuning, but
but yeah.
I know the
Well,
answer.
why
It
don't we
just
go
says
ask
your.
Leon?
There you go.
I feel, yeah, I would say I feel like he said something about that, but yeah, if you don't remember, you don't remember.
Well, it's more along the lines of I don't even know for sure what bag of because I'm thinking of something else. I didn't know if bag of holding would be like a magic could be able to.
Well,
wouldn't. I guess.
let's
I
go
guess
ask.
they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't be able to pull out anything for the fact of they wouldn't know what's in there because you have to think of what you want to pull out to pull it out. I would assume. I don't. We'll ask anyways. Yeah. But that's what I remember from the bag of holding. It's like it's
So
you think of what you
regardless-
want. Hold on.
We're escorting Gus back to his shop and then heading to Leon's.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, it again takes about 15 minutes. Gus goes back to his shop, waves you guys a goodbye.
Does Gus say anything about the encounter or anything like that, or?
No, he's generally just kind of quiet. Just again, you talk with like an old friend's wife, just kind of having a good time.
Okay.
All right, so you guys walk Gus back to his shop. You guys spend the next like 20 minutes, make your way to the other side of town, get to Leon's shop. So you go inside his glorious shop.
Yes.
And again,
Oh, no.
you see all his familiar wolves walking around, just like stocking shelves, putting stuff here, putting stuff there, just kind of running the store.
By the way, Ken,
Does he have another bag of holding on the shelf?
As you look around, you do not see another bag of holding.
Okay, good.
You see the bag of devouring, but not the bag of holding.
Is he sitting at the counter?
He's sitting at his counter, like going over his ledger. Quick looks up, is like, "Oh, if it isn't you guys again, what is there that you need? Anything I could be assistance? Anything you're looking for? I'll be more than happy to. More than welcome to buy anything here."
We're wondering if you might be able to help us out here. The bag of holding you sold us the other night appears to have gone missing. You wouldn't have any way of tracking that down, would you?
So may have a tracking spell here or there, but honestly, just about any spellcaster will be able to help you with kind of that effect. But
Scrying.
it's not just scrying. It is more on a locate object. If you know the object, have it particularly in your mind,
Got to be familiar with it.
and you're within range of it, you're able to locate it. But that's gonna be a little bit difficult in the city. But right now, got no reports of someone trying to sell a bag of holdings. Someone trying to sell one of my bag of holdings. So,
Well, they may not know it's a bag of holding.
if it's a shop owner, they know it's a bag of holding.
That's true. Would you be willing to help us recover or to locate it? Since he's familiar with the bag, he'd be able to track it with the spell.
So unfortunately, I do not have the time today to help you guys try to find your lost items. But again, just kind of tough to. It's always hard when you lose items trying to recover them.
Okay, so the problem is we can't just go to the Mages Guild and have them look for it because they're not familiar with the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Would we be familiar enough with it to be able to have that work?
You'd have to be able to use the spell yourself.
Yes.
What if they used what is it to look in your memory? Use that spell, and you focus on the bag, so they see the bag, and then they use that to track it.
What's that?
That would work, potentially.
Maybe it's a good idea. Let me see. Let me quickly look at the spell.
I was pretty sure the description on the spell itself said
You have to be familiar with it.
Well, I think it defines that as by having it on your possession for X amount of time.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yes, I believe it specifically
okay.
says you have
Object-
to have the bag on your possession.
Describe
for
or
a
name an
certain
object
time.
that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the object's location as long as the object's within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close, within 30 feet and at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. The spell can't locate an object of any thickness of lead. Even a thin sheet blocks a direct path between you and the object.
Yeah, which is the problem with doing it with a scroll. is if we were to use that, and
It
there's
says you have to see it up close, but what if you see it in somebody's mind up close?
So technically that could work.
Here's the other problem, though. If there's literally any amount of lead in between where you're standing and where that bag is, you won't know it's there.
Mhm.
Although, Mage's Place is a rather tall building. If we go to the top of that,
How far of a range does it have again?
1,000
feet.
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 1,000. The city's probably bigger than 1,000 feet, and then also counting height, the
Well,
height
no,
would
no, no.
indicate 1,000 feet probably.
Why would you go to the top of the
You would have to go all the way to the top. Well, because the higher up you are, so like if you're at ground level, and
Oh,
there's,
I see, because
like,
it wouldn't
lead
go through
doors
lead.
and stuff.
Sure.
But if you're up higher, you're going through the roof. If there's no lead in the roof, there's less obstacles in between.
I see what
you.
you're saying. Sure.
It's more likely to not run into an amount of lead. You'd get a better read as to where.
I gotcha.
Well, either way,
Consult our
okay,
good friend the mages.
so as far as us being in a conversation with Leon, I'd like to thank him for his time and let him know we're staying, the inn we're staying at, and if he happens to see that particular bag go on sale, if he wouldn't, if he has the time, if he wouldn't mind letting us know.
So I will let you know. That is perfectly. I can perfectly do that.
And thank him kindly for his service, and hopefully after we get this sorted out, we might be able to do some more business with him.
All right, sounds good. I'm always happy to take money.
All right, so now I guess we need to go to the Mages Guild. God, we're gonna run all over this city in a day.
This is gonna be our whole session is just trying to find our fucking shit.
Well,
I kind of expected that. It also depends on how well we perform in our roles and our creativity.
yep, there it is.
I think my creativity was pretty good.
So yeah,
Your
you and
toga.
your dancing toga.
And your
I still think we should go
Zach
to the
coming up
Shadow
with the
Clan.
idea.
and your burrito.
Yes, that too.
That was pretty good. I liked that one. All right, so to the Mages Guild. Ahoy!
All right, you go to the Magic Academy.
Yep.
I still think we
we're
should
looking
go to the Shadow Clan.
at, what, late afternoon now?
So yeah, this point is getting to the late afternoon.
I was gonna say we just spent what, a little over half an hour getting all the way over to Leon's, and now we're walking all the way over here. So yeah. it's
Yeah, just
probably
between
around
walking
1.
around, it's like it's getting close to like 1, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 1, 2 o'clock. Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Okay, I like just kind of like keep that in mind for reference. All right.
All right, so you head over to the Magic Academy. Yeah, again at this point, let's just say it is 2 o'clock at this point.
Would I happen to know what school that spell belongs to?
For like the ability to look into someone's mind or the ability to locate objects.
Actually, you know what? We'll just simplify this. Never mind that. I'm gonna go to the receptionist, and is it the same one we usually see there?
Yep, usual one.
The nice lady we keep bothering. All right.
Yes.
So I'm gonna
Super nice.
smile at her and apologize for having to bother her again, because we're here a lot.
That's
And
fine.
ask her if she might have a particular person in mind that might be able to help us locate a lost object.
Well, locating lost objects, that's gonna be in the divination department. So, again, as long as you head to the divination section of the building, you might be able to find a person or two who might be able to help you out. If you're trying to find objects, something like that, yep, just go ahead and talk to them. They might be able to help.
Right. And I'm assuming we need a pass for that.
He's like, yeah, you're correct, and hands you, the pass.
Alright.
Or you could always just look for the libraries, try to find someone kind of studying.
I'll thank her kindly, and let's head to the divination department.
Right. So you head in there. You see just a few students like hunkering down over books, just kind of studying.
Yeah. So I'm assuming we have to go up the elevator.
It's like, if you're trying to like get to like some of the like workshops and stuff like that, yeah.
Oh,
go up
not
the
the
elevator.
okay. So we don't have to go up the elevator to get to this place.
You don't have to. Just the divination. Again, the way this academy is all laid out is like each wing is dedicated to a specific type of magic.
Gotcha. Yeah. I just didn't know if the particular one we were going to, if we needed to go up or not.
I'll say on this main floor is the library, which everybody has public access to. So anyone can go in, study, look something up, so on and so forth. Basically, the bottom floor is a grand public library.
So we can find pretty much anybody from anywhere.
Correct.
Is there anybody that looks like they're not like... So... Is there any way I, as my character, would be able to identify anybody who might be in the divination department?
Again, you're in the divination section already, so most of the people
Okay,
there
so
are...
it would just be generally anybody in that. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Is there anybody that doesn't look like they're particularly like busy or in like or massively engrossed in something?
I look at a couple people. Everybody's just like reading. Some of them are a little bit more casual. Others are just like they got a huge stack of papers there, a quill in one hand, and just like jotting down notes and just quickly rummaging through some stuff.
Okay. Is there any of them that look like they might be more than just like a basic student?
Let's see.
Because I don't just want to grab some, like low-level student mage and try and have them help us with this.
See,
Or you know what?
You
Why
wouldn't
don't-
really know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. So why don't I simplify this? I'll go up to one of the ones that doesn't look like they're quite so busy and ask them if I might have a moment of their time.
All right. You walk up to a... Yeah, you walk up to a tiefling.
Yes!
Tiefling, red-skinned, horns draping all the way back, kind of curling
This
at the
guy
very
so
end.
good.
I like tieflings. I've had good encounters with them.
So,
That's
okay,
gonna change now.
approach him. What do you say?
Excuse me, is it a male or female?
It's a male.
Excuse me, sir, would you mind if I had a moment of your time?
He loads the book down and goes, "Yes, anything I can help you with?"
We were wondering if you wouldn't know somebody who might be able to help us find a lost object.
What's this something you're looking for?
It's a bag of holding that
Okay.
we recently acquired. It's gone missing as of last night.
Ah, okay. So, you people had a little too much to drink, someone took your bags, and so yeah, we can try to locate it. Do you have a picture of it? Do you, you gotta show me it.
Suspiciously, he knows exactly that we were drinking last night. That's suspicious to me.
Well, no, he's just assuming.
He was giving it. Yes.
Yeah.
Either that, or he
general
sounds like
sense.
it happened before to other people.
Probably.
Lol.
And that he might know who it did it.
So as far as seeing it, since we don't have said bag,
Would it work? So it wouldn't work describing it, would it?
No,
no.
you have to actually
he has to
see
visually
it.
see it. Would it be possible to look at the memories of somebody who's seen it?
Don't think we have that kind of spell around here.
Ah, shoot.
You know, I just realized we could simplify this so much with.
Hmm.
We could have been asking around if someone was selling vials of explosives that like cast elements.
See, the problem
Because
is
that's
we
a
don't-
very unique. That's a very unique item, though.
That
mean,
would
it's still
involve them being able to get into your bag of holding and sell it. As you
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
they might not be able
It
to
is
do
true.
that. We don't know.
So here's my problem here. The only things we could potentially show him that he could look for would be money. Unless I happen to
Potion
have
of mind.
another bag exactly like the one that I had before that I had my money in, but even then that would be a common thing. I'm trying to think of a way we could do this.
You could use your potion. Wait, that's telling the truth. Never mind. Wait, is that telling the truth or is that reading a person's mind?
It's
Reading person's
it's
mind.
Potion of mind reading.
I'm trying to think of
Gain
something.
the effect of detect thoughts.
I
For
might
the
not do
duration,
same
you can
thing.
read the thoughts of certain creatures when you cast the spell, and as your
Question. I would like to
Action.
ask him something.
Shush. 1 second. Yes, continue, Riaris.
when you cast the spell, and as your action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. If the creature you choose is intelligence 3 or lower, or doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected.
Right.
You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind, and unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, the creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check, contested by your intelligence check. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts, so the spell is particularly effective as a part of interrogation. You can also use this spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see. Yada yada yada. Spell can penetrate barriers, but 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any
Doesn't
metal
matter.
other than lead, or a thin sheet of lead blocks you. You can't detect a creature with intelligence 3 or lower that doesn't speak any language. Once you've detected the presence of a creature in this way, you can read its thoughts for the rest of the duration as described above, even if you can't see it, but it must still be within range.
Is that it?
It would work because you read, not seeing, so he wouldn't be able to see the item. He'd only be able to see.
Well, that's-
read a
well,
description from my mind.
It says read thoughts. Thoughts aren't necessarily always words. Sometimes they're images, but that would be up to the DM.
I
Yeah.
guess so, yeah.
Mhm.
That is more your discretion than it is
But-
the description, because description's
Well-
not accurate about that.
Wow,
So,
thinking really
so, to simplify this, I will pull out. Did I just close?
Just
Did
hang on
you?
for a second. While Varys
Yes,
was
you did.
thinking this through, I'd
I
like to
did,
ask the
didn't
gentleman
I?
something.
When did I do that? Did I just do it, or did it open the new window and place? I don't know what just happened.
I would like to ask the wizard that we're talking to really fast if water-breathing potions are very common in this city.
Water breathing potions aren't super common, but Ren, it's a normal potion.
Damn, never mind. Okay, that nullifies it.
So
Never
I
mind.
would like to pull out my potion of mind reading and ask him specifically if this would work as a way to be able to search for the particular object.
We can certainly try. We can certainly try. We could always put forth an effort.
All right, screw it. I'm gonna hand him the dumb thing.
Takes it, looks it over, pops the cork, takes it, whops it back. It's like begins concentrating on Uthal. It's like, all right.
I imagine the bag.
Okay, roll me an intelligence check.
Oh, crud.
Not the bag, the bag.
Hey, that's my accent. Excuse you.
Lol.
Wait. Yeah, that's it. Never mind.
All right, you're able to get kind of like you're getting a gist of like a bag in your mind, and just a general loose image of the bag of holding. It's like, okay, got the image. Let me now try to cast this other spell. And then he's like, okay, that didn't quite work.
Didn't work. I'd like to now try and imagine, since I've worked with them really high, so I'm assuming this would be advantage, and want to imagine the vial of lightnings and fire and acid and ice. Because those ones are super unique, and I'm literally probably the only person who knows how to make those, other than the people in Karima who taught me or showed me.
It's still intelligence. Be the exact same.
I know. So it'd be so it runs.
It'd just be the same roll.
Exact same.
Even
roll.
though
It's just how well you can focus.
Okay, so it's how focus.
It is literally putting forth the mental capacity to try to basically picture it perfectly in your mind.
Oh, okay.
So it is still intelligence. No
Varys saw
advantage.
it. I saw it. We all saw
Yeah,
it.
I mean, you guys saw the vials of
The bag. We saw the bag.
No,
We
Ken
also
didn't.
saw the bag,
Varys did.
but someone who is more
Ken-
familiar with it.
Yeah,
Ken
it's
did it.
true.
Yes.
It's-
Ken did it.
It's only within.
I
No,
feel like
Ken didn't see it.
Varys would be the only other person who'd be more familiar with it, or almost as familiar with it as me, because he was there when I bought it and was kind of looking it over. Too.
I could try remembering it.
We could give it a shot.
Right.
That
We just
is exactly because I was not paying any attention in that shop.
you don't
I
even
was
know what a
looking
bag
at the-
is.
Bag of
Actually, you
Devour.
begin picturing the bag of devouring. Just you remember
Yep.
the teeth. The
Oh,
teeth
yeah.
pop out. It's like, aha! I got the bag in mind. It's in a guy named Leon's shop.
That's probably the bag of devouring.
Well,
It's full of teeth, and I still want to
I
get.
can't
my
remember
hands
if
on
I
it.
was I in the shop with you guys.
I don't.
Because you only
I
have to be
believe
within
so.
30 feet of it.
I
I've
believe
seen it
so.
once. I can
Oh,
try.
Please, nat 20 this. It would be the greatest thing
it's like,
ever.
all right, one final shot. And he looks over to you, Kapesk. Roll me intelligence.
I swear to God, please.
Well, I have no modifiers. So
that would
Ryan
be
didn't have
my
any modifiers either, and I had a +2 to intelligence. None of us are really all that
no,
intelligent.
that sucks.
You rolled the same thing.
Yeah.
You rolled the same thing as you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Hey guys,
That's
if you're trying to
awful.
think of a bag, you just thought of a bag of fish.
I will be right back. That's glorious.
This has nothing to do with it. I just want to see what I would roll.
Alright.
I swear to God, if you roll a fucking nat 20, I'm gonna.
Ah,
I could-
No, buddy, roll
Close enough.
high.
rolls high, but yeah.
Ken knows nothing.
Stand up, you. Yeah, no.
We're in so much trouble. We've wasted so much time just trying to find our money. If we don't find it, we're in trouble even further. I mean, technically, I still have my weapons. I could go beat something up, but I mean, we could still be in like combat. And Ryan still has his spells.
Yeah, man.
Riara still has his bow and his
air.
arrows. The only thing we're missing is your.
All the gold, the extra
Well,
stuff
right.
I had. Most
Not
of my
only
stuff
that-
to cast. Actually, a lot of my stuff to cast spells.
Yeah, I was
too.
gonna say all your components to cast spells.
Oh, he lost all his components.
Not everything.
That's
I
a
had,
problem.
though. I mean, some of the stuff is pretty easy to use, like Thorn Whip. I just needed a flower with thorns, basically.
So between me,
Ice
Ken,
Savage and
and
water.
Varys, we can still like do combat to earn money
You guys
back.
can still
But
You can
function.
still do
Oh.
cantrips and stuff.
Yeah, I can still cast most of my or a decent amount of spells. Just a lot of them are locked out. I lost my scroll of Fireball. I lost a bunch of my packs, which would be helpful to have the extra stuff.
Mm-hmm. Drat.
I lost the wand of detect magic.
What I'm saying is we could earn it back. It would be a pain, but we could do it.
I'm back.
Because
What
at this
happened?
point, I'm not sure.
I
I'm
don't
just
know what
saying
we're
we
supposed to
could-
know. I still think we should go to the Shadow Clan and see if they can help us.
We can. We're at a loss at this point, so
Alright. So are you guys gonna do that?
Sure.
Alright. So as you guys leave the academy,
Well,
this
Rip
point
your
it's getting
portion.
to like 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening.
Question, actually, I want to question: would the water skin be attached to my belt, or would it be in a pack?
Water skin that one's your call.
I'm gonna say that's attached to my belt, so I didn't lose it. For the fact, well, did I still lose it? I wouldn't have put it in the bag of holding.
If it's not in the bag holding, you wouldn't have lost it.
The reason I was asking that was mainly because if
Because,
The
yeah,
big
no,
thing-
no. I could see you using it still like to drink water here and there, not really.
yeah, like that thing, I feel like it would hang
It's
to my
more
belt
like
as opposed to,
active, like
cast
you.
spells.
Yeah, it's more like
Yeah,
you push
you're
your
good.
spell components. Like I could see you do it.
Yeah.
To the Shadow
I'm
Clan,
trying- I'm
except
trying-
we don't know how to get there.
Ken knows how to find them.
He can.
Well, he knows how to contact them, supposedly. That's about it. Aside from that,
Ken,
Alright, there we go.
do you contact?
Do you guys want me to contact them?
Yes,
no,
please.
we were just.
All right, I go to contact.
All right, you whip up your scroll. You scroll down the content.
yeah.
You do whip out a scroll. You write down the signatures, and immediately kind of slap it on the ground. And within about 5-10 minutes, one of the clan members comes up to you just kind of very casually.
I kind of find it hilarious that I feel like he just wrote on a scroll and then just like he did a pose and did like the Naruto summoning thing by slamming it to the ground in the middle of the street with everyone watching.
It wasn't slammed down. It was more like, again, he did write it. He did put on the ground, like faced it more in the ground, removed it. The ink stayed into the ground and
I
did
know, but
some
it's
stuff.
just that's the image that went through my head was like the whole what? Ah!
I know. That's
Like,
the
people,
image
like,
that came
stare,
through
like,
my
what
mind
is
too.
And I spent 3 minutes just doing hand signals.
Yeah, yep.
2 deaf kids fighting, having a verbal
Oh,
argument.
God.
I
Anyway.
love those gifs.
Anyway, again, one of the Shadow Clan members pops up like, "Yes, how can I be of service?"
Well, apparently these guys lost all of our stuff and a knife that I had specially made. Can you help us find it?
All right, just gonna need to know some information here. Do we have any suspects, people we might suspect of this happening going on?
All right, so I'd like to explain to her the whole entirety of basically
What we
from, when we, well, aside from just what we gone through today, but from when we had the drinking contest with the Baldricks to waking up in the morning and then, you know, not having our money, and then explaining to her what we'd found out so far, what we'd done to try and find it, so that she has an idea of who we've talked to and what information we
We could leave out the Mages Guild because that didn't go anywhere.
That was best.
Yep.
All right, it's like, well, one thing I might suggest you guys could always do is a good old-fashioned stakeout. You already have kind of one suspect in mind, this Finnel.
Yes.
Seems kind of fishy. Try to hide, watch his perimeter, and see if anything pops up.
Do they, watch, or monitor, like any kind of like back channel, markets or sellings or anything like that?
She laughs. We are the back channel.
If you guys see a bag of holding or something similar to that come through, particularly that was acquired by a dwarf or a gnome, would you mind checking into it for us?
All right, we can do that certainly.
Alright, I will thank her kindly and give a slight bow. And I guess we're heading back to Finnell's to stake out his house.
I heard steak.
Not that kind. I'm sorry. I don't have any money. I can't feed my
Stake
lizard.
out. Put stakes on the outside of his house.
I mean, Kibes could be all over that. Although he'd have a hard time
Not eating them.
not eating them, yes. Instead of just sitting there watching. He wouldn't really be blending in. I think I
Yeah.
doesn't really blend in anyway.
I would like
So,
when we get very closer to them, kind of out of the way still, I would like to cast Pass Without Trace
All right, do that.
to help us with our sneaking.
All right, so you guys are sneaking up to the house.
do we need to roll stealth?
Yes.
Yup.
That is a
Um,
38
So
for
that's
Ken.
a 38.
I was gonna say, did we use without a trace.
Yep, path
Yeah.
without trace. Yeah, pass
So
without
add
trace.
10 to it.
So that's
So 22.
22.
Why can't I find stealth for some reason all of a sudden?
So 21.
21,
Yeah,
22,
Oh, that's right,
21,
disadvantage. Yeah.
22, 33, and 38.
Yeah, no, you guys are sneaky.
I'm very glad you did pass without trace.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That
you
would-
guys sneak up to his house, and that cart that was in front of it, it's a lot fuller. I gotta get this going right here. There we go. So yeah, sneak up, and you actually see Finnell just kind of adjusting, saying, hurry, we gotta get going. We gotta get going now. And again, you see him kind of talking to his wife. He's like, look, we don't have much time. We already had people on our trail. We need to get out of here now. Now's the time. We have enough money. We can start a new life somewhere else, where freaking Blackwoods aren't looking over our shoulder. Wife goes, but what about that bag?
Question.
What about the other bag? It's like, look, when we're on our way out of town, I'll just drop it in front of the bar. But we need to get out of here now.
I would like. Oh god, this is gonna. I'm gonna.
I hold everyone off for a sec to see where they go.
Yeah,
I was
no,
gonna-
I'm fully ready to just follow them.
I was tempted to use the plant growth to stop the cart, but I guess you guys don't want me to. Never-
It
That's probably a good idea.
depends entirely on how far they plan on going. If they're planning on getting out of the city, do you really want to follow them that far?
Well,
And the thing is, they're going to be using our money. They're probably going to give us everything but our money back, by the way. And so that means all of our gold is going to be gone. My opinion is, since we know that they don't like the Blackwoods and they're trying to run from, we should probably try and help them with Ken's help with the Shadow Clan to get them out of here and help protect them, and have them help us out or help the Shadow Clan out.
well, for them to get out, they need money, Ryan. They need to be able to fund a new life. So
I mean,
unless
would
you
they
want to
really
give them
need
all,
to? And well, think about it this way: the Shadow Clan could technically fund them if they work for the Shadow Clan.
You better decide quick, because they're...
yeah,
You see them; they're
Okay.
packing up at this point. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm-
we got the kids. Okay. Let's go. And with
okay,
that-
so the street they're on, it's just like
It's a
where are
normal.
the crossroads at compared to their house?
Again, this is a pretty wide open street. Where you guys are is kind of like hiding in the bushes on the offside, away from one of the street lamps.
I would have moved.
Question. How close are the houses to each other?
Klaus, the houses are about, I would say, between each of them, there's a good about 5-10. There's like, again, I keep on saying like 5-10 feet. There's a lot more than that. There's like 15-20 feet between, like given in between.
Gosh dang it. Okay, never mind then. I signal for everyone to follow the cart.
Basically, the
Yeah.
gap you see in the picture here, like right here, that's like visually wise, that's how big it is. Like kind of the gap right here.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna move to follow the cart. I don't. We're on the. Are we on the opposite side of the street?
Yes, you guys are on the opposite
Yeah,
side of the
they
street.
said-
Watching the cart now beginning to take off down the street.
How dark is it?
I'm following the cart.
It's low light. Again,
Me
there's
sneaking.
lamps.
Can I catch up to and get on the cart without being seen?
How fast are you
Try.
trying to move stealthily?
Well, I'm trying to catch up to the cart.
The
How fast is
cart
the cart
is going again. It's kind of a brisk. It's not brisk walking. It's a running pace, so you could technically get up to the cart if you kind of book it a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna try and catch up to the cart.
Why is there another?
I'm gonna do the same.
While sticking to the shadows.
Okay.
Same.
Because if I can get on the cart, it can't get away from me.
Is there a reason why my expedition's retreat doesn't have that?
All right. So you see the car
there it is.
make a left, make a right. You guys are slowly approaching it. Then you recognize the street they're going down. They're right outside the tavern. They stop.
Ooh.
You stop real quick. See kind of a bag. You see like one of the hooded figures on this car just fiddling with a bag and just quickly toss it to the front of the door, and they continue
How
going down.
far away is the cart?
From you guys, I would say right now at about 20 feet.
Can I sprint and jump onto the cart?
Roll me acrobatics.
I swerve to
Ditto.
the side and I grab the bag.
Oh.
That's not great. So I'm going to do one different.
Okay.
So when we've been following this cart, they've been able to get ahead. Like they're easily outpacing us, right?
Yes, just by like a good 5 feet.
All right. Well, in that case,
No. Yes.
I'm going to use my expeditious retreat. I'm going to burn a spell slot, and I'm going to run in front of the cart.
So are we
And
trying to stop it?
And they're
Yes.
in their way before they can move forward from the tavern.
Okay, for this, roll me an intimidation check.
Done.
Yes. Okay. Well,
While
I
he's
felt
doing this,
flat
I'm
on my
prepping a
face.
spell to cast in case it doesn't work.
Can I pile on top of him running up and
16.
from the side?
All right,
and
yeah, no,
run up the
that-
side and jump in front, like on top of their wagon in front of them, with my sickle and chain out.
Like you're trying to jump in front of the cart with like a pesca, or trying to jump on the cart.
On the cart in front of them, like just in front of the drivers.
That's gonna be tricky by itself. So, okay, actually roll me acrobatics. Give me an acrobatics check real quick.
I also have Crane's Ascendance, which means I can land anywhere and
Say it's not
Have
difficult terrain. It's gonna be more of can you actually land it?
Landed, yeah.
so normal roll, no advantage or disadvantage.
No advantage, no disadvantage, just straight acrobatics.
23.
Again, not that worried. So, after the bag has been tossed, Varys, you try to jump forward, but your feet trip up and you slam into the cement. Capaz, you quickly dart out around it, jump up in front of it, put your hands up, try to stop the cart. They quickly reel back the horses, and Ken, you quickly jump onto the cart, sickle and chain out, hunched over. Again, Spider-Man pose, but with sickle and chain in the outstretched hand.
Yes.
As you guys look, it is this family. It is, Finnell and his family. And
Picking
I say
he's just like
get
kind of
out.
in shock, just going, what's going on?
Picking myself up.
I'm glaring at him, saying,
I-
"Get out."
I have. Okay, yeah. You said hands up. My claws are out.
Yeah.
I'm baring my teeth.
Yeah, no.
That's the intimidation there.
Yeah, it's more like you stopped it, turned around, and
yeah.
So- I'd like to motion Ken for the bag. The bag of holding.
Or whatever it is.
It's
I
like,
toss
yeah.
it to him.
you
I'm
got
gonna
the bag?
toss it to.
It's the bag of holding.
It is okay. Yep, and I can identify it. Yep. So Finnell, seems you did know about the bags we were looking for. Kind of you to return the one. I don't suppose you'd be so cooperative as to return the other bag. You
Kind of.
have to take from us.
He slumps his shoulders down, reaches in, grabs out your coin purse, and drops it into your hand.
I'm gonna check
As,
the
you-
contents.
as this is happening, I'd like to walk over and nudge Ken gently and whisper into his ears, and ask him, or to apologize first off, saying that I'm sorry for assuming that you stole my stuff. I'm sorry about that. But is there anything you could do with your Shadow Clan to maybe help these people out? Because they seem scared for life against the people we hate, also the Blackwoods. and the Shadow Clan seems to hate them too. And since he's the leather worker, maybe he can help the Shadow Clan with armor or something like that.
That's true.
Funny thing about the word but. Everything before that word means nothing. Everything after is what you truly feel. Anyway. Yeah, I'll help them out. I'm upset that they took my stuff, but yeah.
We
whatever.
got it
You
back.
didn't know they took your stuff.
I
Oh,
would
yeah,
also,
until you guys
actually-
told me that I had my
Well,
knife.
yeah, I guess, yeah. I'm gonna reach
they
in and
also
actually
were gonna-
pull out the dagger and hand it to. In its ornate box, because I do believe it was in a rather nice.
It's still in its box, yeah.
I'm
I think
gonna
it's wrapped.
Darius,
too.
you reach in, and you're hitting straight up air.
Oh,
Well, if he knows what it is, can he? Well, I
no,
guess
it
we
looks
don't
like
know
it
the
is
rules of
locked.
it.
No.
No, it's locked to me. Then it sounds like
I'm gonna toss it to Uthal.
I'm gonna catch it, and then I'm going to reach into it and try and pull out the item.
Boom, pulled it out.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
So it is a wrapped package for Ken. So actually, we don't know what's inside it. Just that it's a wrapped package of some sort.
Yes.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, he did tell us what it was.
Well, no,
did, yeah.
he said it was the dagger, but he didn't say if it was in an ornate box or not. I don't think.
No.
Well, I'm gonna
But
pull it out and
anyways,
then gently
You can
hand
connect
it
two
to
and
Ken.
two together.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
So, anyways,
Hold on to that till we're done here.
I put it back in the bag.
I'm gonna ask him. Just what made him quite so desperate as to attempt something as grand as this?
It's like,
Because it wouldn't just be his shop closing.
so it's not just the shop closing. My house has been foreclosed. We are flat out broke. The other night, last night, I was just in my stupor when this dwarf invited me to come in to go drinking. Part of my old past came up, where I saw an opportunity. Saw 3 drunk bastards who looked like they had a lot of gold on them. So I did what I do best. Started a fight, put on a disguise, got myself flung across the room, used that as an opportunity to go grab your stuff.
You didn't ever think that there's a reason we carry so much around?
So I know you have your reasons, which is when you showed up onto my doorstep today. That's why I was ready to leave tonight. So, but listen, I didn't mean any harm on you guys. I'm just trying to get out, trying to protect my family. This life I led, it led me nowhere. I'm sorry for what I did, but you gotta understand, I'm a desperate man.
I'm
Just
gonna
trying
roll
to
in insight.
roll. Go ahead, roll.
21.
He's being 100% honest. He
Yep.
is, again,
All right.
man at the end of his ropes. Again, the sunken eyes, like everything he's telling you is the absolute truth. He has no reason to lie
All right.
to you at this point.
So, with that, I'm gonna step up some kind of eye level with him. I'm gonna place my hand on his shoulder. I'm gonna say, believe me, we've had our run-ins with the Blackwoods. I understand that. But I need you to promise me one thing.
What?
I need you to promise me, not for me, not for you, but for your family. You cannot ever go back to that past you had before. You need to get out of this town, and you need to find somewhere where you can do a respectable job. You're apparently a great leather worker. I've heard plenty of that. I'm
So-
going to put 200 gold in his hand. I'm going to say, this can get you out of the town, but don't ever go back to your old past. Do it for your family.
He, at this point, is like on the verge of tears. He's like, thank you. So,
I'm gonna gently nudge Ken and
I
kind of
did
motion towards
have-
him with my head.
I did have that good life. I did have it. But the damn Blackwoods says you don't really understand what they do. They sabotage, they corrupt. And everybody is in their pockets. Look, just because you've been so nice to me, here's a little information that might help you guys out if you're planning on taking down the Blackwoods. This. 1 second. I gotta get my notes on this one.
And this is why I keep large sums of money on me. I can buy information from people.
But why would you buy it? We can give him a better life. That's what I'm trying to do.
I am giving him a better life. I gave him 200 gold to get out of the city. To go start a good life somewhere where the Blackwoods aren't, you know, breathing down his neck.
All right. On Vinor night, the Blackwoods are having a party, a giant gala, to usher in this new dawn that they see, which is a bunch of bullcrap. But in it, they will have items. They will have stuff of power that people will donate to them. If you really want to mess them up, go in, take it all, destroy it, do whatever you want with it. But basically, this is going to be the best way to take them down.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna thank him. I'm gonna wish him and his family the best of luck. And hopefully he'll never have to resort to something like that again, because it clearly doesn't pay off.
So
And then I'm gonna step off the carriage.
This guy mentioned that. He's like, that's how I met my wife. Like, she was the first person that caught me. She caught me, and she's kept me.
I'd say you got pretty lucky then.
Kind of looks over at them with a slight smile on his face, like, damn right. All right.
Hooray!
Thank you so
Semi-happy
much.
ending. And we got information.
All right.
Is Ken going to possibly have the shadow people give him a job?
No, he's leaving the town.
At this
I mean,
point,
yeah,
he's back.
offer it.
Ferris gave him
Well,
200 gold.
Yeah. I gave him 200 gold to get out of the town.
He's back on the cart.
I know.
They
Seems
probably
like-
don't really need the help. They just need to get out of the town.
But I mean, a steady job and people who would protect them would be even better. Is my thing.
But
Um,
nothing comes free. Everything comes with a cost.
Why not? But
here's
if
the
they,
other
they
problem
have
with
the
that,
Shadow
Ryan.
Clan, the Shadow Clan
Here-
would probably
here-
protect them.
Here's the other problem with that. The Blackwoods are actively trying to ruin him.
Yeah, him only,
If
but the
the
Shadow
Clan gets involved, all it's going to do, if they get heavily involved, would be to expose them.
Well, no,
Him
okay.
disappearing is something they probably expect. They probably expect him to leave. They're trying to force him out. So they're probably not going to pursue him if he leaves.
Well, yeah, but if the
he's-
Shadow Clan helps him leave and then helps set up a job where he's now supplying the Shadow Clan with like equipment, like leatherworking stuff, from outside the city somewhere else, and like helping maybe another, because I'm assuming the Shadow Clan probably doesn't just deal in one city.
Trying to get out of that kind of life.
That's just how my
That's-
character would work. That's Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. I took care of it. Don't worry about it. He's got 200 gold. That's plenty enough to get him to a town and get started.
that's true. Probably.
He's got a decent chunk of gold there. He should be fine. And it's the middle of the night. He's not in the Blackwoods area. He can get out of the city without any trouble.
I should probably stop standing in front of his carriage bearing my teeth and my claws.
Correct.
You probably should. I'm just gonna kind of motion to confess that we're good.
I'm assuming Capesh.
I would have done that a while ago, but I
Yeah.
just realized that I haven't said anything since then. So yeah,
So
I'm-
at this point, they are sailing off, and they
Into the
see him.
sunset. Okay.
Not sunset, just
Bye.
into the dark.
Well, I guess it's past sunset. Into the moonrise. There we
Into
go.
the darkness.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
So now
we have
this
money and resources
information
again.
he gave us, we should probably relay that to the Shadow Clan. I don't
And write
know
it
if
down.
I don't know if
Write
they
it
already
down.
know that, but
Write it down and relay it.
yeah.
Write it down for your own selves. Relay it in game.
Yeah. So where exactly or when exactly did you say this was?
He said it was on Verite. Veneer. Sorry, Veneer. Basically, it's Friday.
Yeah.
Currently, it is. Let me see here. Yeah, currently it is Mercoldi, which is Wednesday.
You said it's what day?
Technically, it's Wednesday right now.
Wednesday? Okay. So we have like 2 days. Okay. All right. So yeah. Don't know if the Shadow Clan knows this or not. But Ken, we should probably contact them and see if they want to handle this themselves or if they want us to even do anything with this.
Do you want to do that later at the inn, or do you want to do that now?
I mean, we are in front of the.
We're in front of the inn.
I mean, like when we're inside.
Inside,
not
True, we're in the
It'd probably be better to do this inside where it's a little more discreet. Make a very good point. This is why this is your area of expertise and not
in
mine.
front of the barmaid. I mean, what?
All right.
So wait, that means quick question. They couldn't take out any of the gold out of my
No,
badge
everything's
bag
in
of
there.
holding, right?
Nope.
They couldn't.
Okay,
They
cool.
couldn't do anything with your
I
bag.
assumed so. I just wanted to make sure.
You
I mean, I
everything
knew what it
you
was,
had
and I knew what I was
before.
looking for, and I still couldn't pull it out.
Yeah. Well, I just want to make sure that maybe they had some way of just pulling out the money.
Now,
No.
So I guess since Varys couldn't pull it out, would Varys like to hide stuff in my magic bag of holding
why?
so people can't steal shit from us?
But
I'm
if
just
they
gonna-
steal this tiny bag
Ken!
that they've
Yeah,
stolen
I'm not
everything.
hiding stuff in a bag that I can't take it back out of myself.
Okay, that's true.
Well,
I'm actually curious, if you put something in there, can you pull it out, or is it assumed?
one.
I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna head into the inn because it's been a
Done.
long day. We haven't eaten a single thing.
That's true.
Mind you all. Also, that being said, I do believe the Baldricks are still covering everything for us for like the next day or so.
Correct.
Which means I'm going to go order some food
Okay,
and some ale.
I'd like to point out that I loved how you went in the Baldric voice for that.
Aye, laddie. You see, my Baldricks are my favorite group of people.
I don't blame you. I think Gus might be the only person I like more as an individual, but as a group of people, the Baldricks probably.
Yeah, they're
Is that time of night
Oh,
again?
right. He said it was another party.
So you go inside, is back to the chaos. Everybody's drinking, having a good time. You're hearing Sheriff smack over. You're seeing it, Vivian just go, oh, come on, guys. I just cleaned up. Aw.
I wish I had the mend spell. I would expend all of my spell slots in like 10 minutes, but at least I'd feel like
Actually,
Mending's a cantrip.
I'm gonna start casting the mend cantrip on the items inside this cavern.
Yes! You have it!
Yes, yeah, I have it. I paired it a while ago for you.
Oh
I
no.
legitimately paired it for
You're
in case
going
you-
through, you're trying to fix like broken legs. You're just going all over the place, but these Baldricks
I'm
are
helping.
destroying faster than you can
I was
mend.
just saying, yeah, no, they're just
But
trying
at
to break
least
all
he's
things.
helping.
I'm helping the bar.
Just don't tire yourself out too much.
I'm gonna walk over. I'm actually gonna stop for a little bit. Walk over to the barmaid and ask her specifically if there's anything she wants me to fix. Just set it aside. I will fix it tomorrow for her if she needs.
It's like, right now, just make sure they do not destroy the actual bar table.
Okay, I will make sure to try.
And with
to help.
that, you see just like this dwarf just fly through the air with a hammer go, yeah!
I would like to stop him by tackling him out of the air.
Roll the athletics.
Oh god. That
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just
You're like-
imagining you catching
You're
him like a
5
football
times
player,
his size.
like a receiver,
14.
and just throwing him to the ground.
Right in the middle of
And
the air,
then-
you jump
Whoa,
up,
hey,
tackle him to
hey,
the
wait,
floor.
Wait, before, can I roll acrobatics really fast or performance to as I catch? Because that's to catch him. See if I can catch him. After catching him, I want to roll and place him down on the ground perfectly fine.
Nah,
Attempt.
with the momentum, you're not gonna be able to do that.
Okay.
You're just gonna
So you
in
catch him
hand.
and
I
just
catch him.
like grab him and plant him on the floor. There's a little bit of a, and there's a nice little indent in the floor where you just slammed him down.
And Ryan is now the goalie.
Yep.
Or the table.
Yes.
I'm gonna look down at him. No hammers, please.
With that, he bonks you on the head with the hammer.
Yes.
I'm just gonna like lean onto the like bar and look over at the chef and be like, "Can I get
Alright.
2 plates of meat and an ale?"
Again, he's drunk off his rocker. He swings, just completely missed, just scaves just right off your arm.
Who does? What?
Again, the guy that had a
Darth
hammer,
Vader.
he was smacking you with it.
Okay.
I think you cut out there for a second.
So yeah,
Yeah,
he
'cause,
went
like,
up,
he started
smacked it,
running
and the hammer blow just like the handle is what hits, not the actual head. So
Okay.
it like topples over
I'd
your
like
arm.
I'd like
and he's
to
just
wrestle
laughing.
the hammer out of his arms.
Oh no, it's already out. Like when you smacked
Okay.
it, like
He's so drunk. You don't
Yeah.
have
I'd like to.
try.
I'd like to slide it off to the side so it's just out of the way, and then stand up and pick him up, and then get him a round of alcohol.
Just
Right.
give him another beer.
you do that.
Yeah.
It's funny because they're paying.
Here he
for
is
it.
I
perpetuating
know,
the
right?
problem.
They're
Right.
Shh. If I get him drunk enough, he'll pass out, and then it won't be a problem.
He's not wrong.
Only after he destroys 3 more bar chairs and a table.
I can mend those after the fact.
He's also not wrong.
Again, mending is minor repairs, not major.
I
Yeah,
can
that's
attempt to as best as I can.
Your
It'll
attempt doesn't work.
It'll help a little, maybe. Anyways,
It's
I'm gonna
good
get
for
food.
broken like
Actually,
chair
it's-
legs. That's
it's
about it.
considered a single break or tear in an object you touch. So it means anything. So it can be anything. It's just a single break.
There's multiple
no-
breaks.
No longer
Some
than 1
limitations,
foot in dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an entire table. I'm sorry, that's a good
If,
fight.
if an
piece.
entire table's split in half, yeah, it's one thing,
Yeah.
but you're not going to be able
Sure.
to mend it.
Chair leg, maybe.
Chair
Table,
leg,
not a
yes.
fan.
Table,
I'm
no.
trying to help. Stop degrading my helpfulness, guy.
You're still helping. It's just not perfect.
It's
fine.
just
You can
it's
help
not to the
somehow.
same degree as you were hoping.
It's
I'd
not
like
a
to call
fix
out- Round
any
of beers
case-
on the Baldricks.
In any case, Riara's ordered food, and I would actually like that food.
And again, during all this madness, food comes out. You devour it. It feels good to fill your
Yes.
belly.
When I noticed I got the food, I'm gonna walk over and get some food myself too.
Me too. I need food.
Yeah, during all this madness, you guys are grabbing food, just kind of sitting down.
food and ale and
I'm also trying to stop as much damage as I can.
I'm just eating.
So the night goes
And then-
on. Again, very jovial, very much of a party atmosphere. Everything is going good. You guys eventually turn in for the evening.
Yep.
Hooray.
Before we do though, I'm going to when we get up out of the party area and when the party's died down, I'm gonna hand Ken the box or the wrap package.
Oh yeah.
I thank you.
All right.
I head into my room.
All right. Head up to
Yep.
your
I
room.
would like to see it, sir. You got this. We took so long
Oh,
to
I'm
get this
sure
package. I
he'll
want to
show
see
it
what the thing
off.
looks like.
I'm sure he'll show up.
Okay. I start opening it in front of everyone.
You begin opening
I'm
it,
partially
and
drunk, so I'm a very happy
immediately,
drunk.
as you begin opening it, you see just this beautiful handle. That is where these scales were placed. These dragon scales. Kind of creates a very metallic gleam with it.
When did we get a dragon scale knife?
It was a long
Yeah,
time ago.
time
Listen to the
You remember
conversation.
the basilisks?
Oh, okay. Oh, basilisks are considered dragons, aren't they? Or minor dragon.
No,
No, not the basilisks.
drakes.
There was a drake.
Did we kill
Yeah.
the
It
drake?
was the Drake. Yeah.
There was a basilisk and a
It
drake.
was the basilisk. and the
Oh,
Drake,
Yeah, we killed Drake. We didn't get Ninja
It,
yet.
it was with the basilisk, but it was
Okay.
the
It
basilisk.
was the drake, and you actually killed a baby dragon.
I caught
That's
that,
right.
Cameron.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought
so, like You're welcome.
Oh man, here.
But anyways,
Again, and you just pull out this gleaming, very beautiful red dagger. As you kind of put your hand close to it, it's emanating a slight heat to it.
Oh God. Oh no. What have you done?
He's made slice. He can slice bread and toast it at the same time.
1,000-degree knife challenge. Let's go.
No, he can stab someone and cauterize the wound at the same time.
oh, that's gonna be torture.
That is
We'll find
terrible.
out.
That's like uber
That's-
painful for anyone.
It depends how hot it is, but yeah.
It's so practical. Hey, we'll have something in common. We'll both have weapons that deal fire damage.
Sleep.
Yes,
This
sleep.
is so bad for me because I have something that does necrotic damage, and if I hold that, I can do a double attack, double melee.
Yep.
So I can steal their life force and stab them with fire at the same time.
I like
It's not gonna be good.
Oh, Ken doesn't know about my bracers.
Mmm.
Oh yeah.
So
I have bracers of archery. While wearing these bracers, you have proficiency with longbow and shortbow. I already had that. And you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls on ranged attacks made with such weapons.
So pretty much any attack.
As long as it's not that one.
Yep. any ranged attack I make that hits, it does +2 damage.
Not bad. Wait, so
On
do you get
top
double
of-
proficiency in it?
On top of the Wait, does that give me double proficiency? I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't.
No, I didn't think so. But here's the thing: I have the bowstring, which gives me a +1d6 on my longbow for fire damage. So I have a 1d8, a 1d6, +5 damage from dexterity, and +2 damage from the bracers now.
That's nasty.
And if they have low AC, I can take a -5 to hit to gain a +10 damage on top of that because dumb.
All right. So that you guys go upstairs, get ready for bed, and you go to sleep.
Yes,
Get a full night's rest.
finally.
And yep, you guys wake up the next day, refreshed, ready to go, and that's where we are going to call it for tonight,
Okay.
guys.
I locked my door before I went to bed.
Yep. I wanted that. Waiting for that.
Point that out.
Yeah, Ken learned from last night, and he's gonna lock his door.
All right.
Yeah, he doesn't want it with all parts.
'Cause I don't want others to look under my
shaking him
bed.
awake.
I mean, technically, he didn't steal it from breaking into our room.
No, but I'm still gonna lock my door.
Yeah.
Because shenanigans.
I'm paranoid now. Also, there's a bunch of drunken dwarves, and I don't want one of them accidentally walking into the room and getting in the bed with me.
Oh my.
I mean,
I'm
hey,
not
that's
okay
a
with
yeah.
drunken dwarves, okay?
All right.
I don't need them trying to sleep on me.
All right. So yeah, that's where we're going to call it for tonight, guys. So thanks for tuning
I'm
in.
a little sad we didn't get any
Wait.
fights, but it was also hilarious.
Hold on. Are we ending this with Ken as a burrito again?
Oh god.
We're calling Ken.
No. No.
Ken is wrapped up as a burrito.
Yes!
Snuggled up in his little burrito cocoon.
Not that we
he
can
drifts
see,
off
but, you
into
know.
meditation.
I don't care. I'm okay with this.
It's the meta knowledge, just knowing it.
What starts with thine burrito and
Is that how you're gonna sleep from now on,
Guys.
Ken?
It's the one time he's letting us roll for meta knowledge.
Well, it's not really rolling. It's more
No.
this is for flair.
No.
All right.
Your character just smiles.
I just get the sense that everything's right in the world.
So we've had 2 times where I've rolled nat 20 at the end of the
You
thing.
have a
I've rolled nat
literal
1 this time.
0.
No. This is because this is not for net meta knowledge, but this was because the last 2 times I've rolled a nat 20 for persuasion at the
It's been
end of our
19.
session.
Mhm.
I wanted to try it this time.
All right. I'm just gonna sign off. So, all right.
Just,
Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Bye.
Again, catch us next week as we continue this crazy adventure with the Guardians. Very, very sad Guardians.
We're actually gonna fight things now this time. Thank
Yep,
God.
next time around
What?
it's gonna be fighting. I already have the map set up. It's gonna be fun. But anyway, I'll catch you guys next time, and yeah, see you then.